Is that how we're really going to start? Is awkward as always?
Is he not here? Or is he...
So I said, yeah, we're live.
I don't know what happened.
No, he just likes to make it awkward.
So I was waiting for it.
I said it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I point, I speak, and it never happens.
Someday we'll be,
selective hearing.
On it.
Well, welcome everyone to another exciting evening with the crew of Take's Fortune here at Ætherealms, brought to you by Lakeside Legendz.
Whoa! My phone just got so loud out of nowhere. You wanted to join the chorus.
Yeah. All right, so before we get rolling, let's do our shout-outs. So first up, we will go to...
Okay, come here.
No, she's got to wait. It's not her turn.
It's not her turn.
You don't make a cat wait.
That's true. She's the boss of us.
So, welcome to Lakeside Legendz, a storytelling community in the fantasy genre. We have, obviously, Ætherealms every... What's today? Monday? Right?
Yes, it's Monday.
Every Monday, right now.
Are you sure it's every
start
Monday?
at 5:30, but you know, technical difficulties happen sometimes. But anyway, we're all here, so it's great. And on Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we play Wizards of the Coast content. We are on our way to go kick Strahd's butt, I think.
A long way.
Is it at 6:30 or is it at 7?
We had to get all our ducks in a row,
6?
make sure we're, at least somewhat comfy in this ordeal. We have our Discord and TikTok and all of our social media. Come follow us. Go to our website, lakesidelegends.com. All of the VODs except for last games is up on our YouTube. Ætherealms last game will be live midnight tonight, in the morning, whatever. So that will be ready. I scheduled it. We'll see if it, is supposed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've had things scheduled and then not go live. So, but it's supposed to, and I believe. Oh yeah, we also have our Misfits campaign as a podcast on Spotify and other places you can listen to podcasts, so you can go listen to that fun bunch there.
And they are.
The end.
Yeah.
The end?
The end.
The end. Or to be continued.
Yeah.
Until next
or
time.
repeated.
Yeah.
Or the
Like
end, question mark? I don't know. So many
We're
options.
a little punchy today. It's been a Monday.
Yeah, really.
It's been a
Goodness.
I'm apologizing in advance, but I actually am not
I
apologizing.
apologize
because I don't
for
care.
nothing.
Excuse me, where are you going?
Oh, you can also
I was
find
just leaning forward. It's okay.
the website link in the chat and our Discord in the chat also, where we like to post memes and videos, and I'm going to probably start putting music in there because I like music. So come talk about fantasy stuff with us. Yay!
Yeah, you're just sitting somewhere and you're like, man, I just wish there was a place I could go to talk about fantasy
Where everyone knows
things
your
with
name.
like-minded individuals. Have we got a place for you?
Young nerd.
Come join
There's a
us.
place you can go. I said, young nerd.
Oh, sorry.
Did you just hit your poor kitty cat?
I just startled her.
Well, they are easily startled.
That's fair.
Oh, goodness.
Don't we have a sponsor or something?
Geek Grind Coffee?
Yes.
And I'm not even drinking coffee tonight. I got my water.
I'm sorry.
I am not
Hail
representing. But yes, Geek Grind Coffee, promo code ICONIC gets you 20% off. Orders of $50 or more is free shipping. Great coffee, tea, shirts, mugs. The artwork's fantastic. They just did a Kickstarter this week. They are working on converting things to the little K-Cups, the little pod. So I think it got funded like within.
It already, yeah.
So I think I saw that they got funded, but they're still taking more funds. But they had a minimum that they were doing, and they beat it. So
That's
I
awesome.
think I
I think it was 36 hours or 30 hours or something. So it was
Something
really
like
quick. And so they're going to buy the equipment and get some K-cups. So you'll be able to get grounds, beans, and the cups. So it'll be really cool. So promo code ICONIC. And that helps us out. Because a little bit will come our way, and like we put it towards artwork or whatever we deem it to go to. So if you do order, make sure you put that in, and that'd be great. Geek Grind Coffee.
Yay!
Yay! That's all I got.
The end.
All proceeds from Geek Grind Coffee go directly back to Ætherealms and the game we play.
Yes.
I had to put that disclaimer in there because you're like, or whatever we deem appropriate. It's like, yeah, that could get weird.
Ætherealms appropriate.
Ætherealms appropriate.
Well, there you go. But that's it. That's all I got. So, and if you guys noticed that our overlay is a little bit different again today, I keep on changing it.
Now it improved.
Well, now it has where I'll have our name, and it cycles to those of us that do have social media. It will pop it with the social media under, and then it'll go to our name. I figured that out. I am like,
we got fancy.
Trying my best to make it improve.
She's upgraded to Photoshop and Premiere Pro.
I do now. I have both those. I got that this week, and now I gotta start learning that. I've been using GIMP and the free stuff. So
Photoshop is so much.
I'm getting legit.
user-friendly.
Yeah. So
Since I don't have active social media, can you just switch it to saying like "cool guy" or something?
there you
I don't want to
go.
lie to our viewers.
Yeah, because you and ConCon, like those are your Discord names, and that's it. So, but yeah,
Can I be on Discord?
yeah, that's the thing. But you got to be on.
You can add me on Discord. Just know what you're getting
I
yourself
feel
into.
like I
Or a
feel like you
camera.
could just like start up like a Deep Thoughts by Cedric, and you just kind of just words of wisdom.
We can add that
Hey,
section
kids.
to the Discord.
Yeah.
A polished mass is
far
far
superior
superior
Don't
to an
study
unpolished
history.
mass.
You know what? We should do that and put it up on our TikTok.
That'd be awesome. But there you
That's your
go.
assignment now, John.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, we're doing good. This is a Monday. Yeah,
It's a Monday.
I look forward to Mondays because it's just fun with you guys. So yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I quickly forget it's a Monday.
Yeah.
That makes my rest of my Monday
Monday.
fine.
Yeah. Your day ends on a high note.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 well,
All right.
thanks for geeking
lost
out with us,
someone.
people.
Cat.
Cat.
Oh, the
Dealing
cat.
with cat issues.
Oh, damn. Alrighty. Well, I guess we could
All right. I guess
still get
with
going.
that being said, then for those who are still here, let's get into character.
And we're back.
I'm not subscribed. Do I need to be subscribed to the channel?
If
I
you
don't know.
I don't know.
Support
That's how-
crew.
I don't know.
That is how that works.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great time to point out for any of those viewing, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now.
Follow us.
Hello.
Subscribe.
It gets rid of them ads.
Yeah.
Give us cash.
There is. Oh, I forget. There's a donate box somewhere on our Twitch page. You know,
It's here somewhere.
there.
Somewhere.
So if you
From the
just,
bottom?
if you really dislike us, throw some cash our way and help us out.
You know what?
Help
If you
grow
don't like us,
Lakeside
you can buy us
Legendz.
off. And
In fact, if enough of you donate, we'll actually just stop Aether.
yeah.
Wait, no. What if Ether stops and we don't have a show? Because Misfits is rapping.
That's true. We've only got one more episode
no.
left. So.
Well, it's a very large amount, so if they hit it,
Yes.
there's a lot we can do with that.
30,000 bits and you can kill a character.
No, because someone might do that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We didn't say they'd stay dead.
That's true. They don't have to stay dead. It'd be like Lexi 2
50,000 bits and they stay dead.
Yeah.
or Lexa. So Lexi be Lexa.
That's gonna take
It'd be a
some work.
really,
Hi, I'm Lexi's
really
sister,
interesting
Lexa.
concept.
Statistically the same.
We're
I don't know. I
twins.
played in a game once on a stream where they were able to buy things, like launch things at us mid-game, like if you donated or something.
That would be
and
really.
I was
scary.
watching one game where it happened, and somebody summoned Tiamat that way. And I was like, it was like a level
Wow.
4, not in my game, but I'd seen it in other games. So, because I started watching other games, because I was like, this is really upsetting and frustrating when it happens, because it totally doesn't make any sense. And I was watching one of those, and somebody summoned Tiamat on like level 3 players. And I was like, well,
Why? Oh, that's just evil.
Yeah, that's the only solution to
it's
that.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's
You really
Tiamat.
run from Tiamat.
Bye.
Oh, so bravely ran away.
I don't think you can run fast enough, though. I think
No.
that's just it's game over.
You know,
pretty
yeah,
much.
actually, I think the DM had like Tiamat like just destroy a village, and like the adventurers just ran away. And he was like, "Well, that happened. Guess we'll have to deal with that later." And he jumped back into the story. He's like, "Dude, you wanted Tiamat. I didn't say Tiamat was gonna kill anybody. I didn't say they were gonna fight Tiamat.
I would feel very disappointed if I got to summon and then
Don't
just a village got
summon
taken out.
Tiamat on a level 3 group."
No, here's the thing that you do. You have Tiamat summon, and then Tiamat just sends them on a random fetch quest. Of
Yeah.
like, I don't
Go
have
and
any
collect
milk to
herbs.
go with my brownies.
Yes.
Go get me
Alright.
milk. Or I just finished my spicy romance novel, and there's a second one. Go find it.
Can you take this letter to my next door neighbor? Because
Right?
I can't walk next door to say something.
All right.
Every
Oh
horrible
my god!
quest.
I
Sorry.
just thought of a
Here we
whole bunch
go.
of new quests now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no. I am so sorry. I apologize.
Now I'm
I
scared.
regret everything.
You did this.
Now
Wow.
NPCs will talk to you, but they won't be looking at you.
So about this game,
The same words.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
so we're playing
let's
Ætherealms
start
here.
the game.
I just
Alright,
wanted
so-
some arrows.
Last week, Lorna
No.
just wanted some arrows, and Lexi, being the good crew member that she was, volunteered to go get them, only to be accosted by some ruffians in an alleyway,
Mean
formerly
ones.
occupied by just some kids just playing an innocent game of kickball.
Evil. Evil.
No, they are all
Actually, the kids were just accidental.
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So Lexi was taken before the rest of the crew arrived. Once they arrived on the scene, they quickly defeated the few thugs that remained, questioned them, and learned the location of where she may have been taken. At the same time, they came across a recent acquaintance of Lexi's named Dodger, a fiery, feathery fellow who. I get my alliteration down.
Feather.
Yeah, let's get a.
No, let's not do that again. We had enough in that Discord.
I almost had another F in there, but I was
No. Let's move on.
Who joined the group to go and try and break her. Meantime, Lexi came to tied to a chair with another individual in the same room. Both of them restrained. oh so briefly.
Yeah, we
In which
had some
case they-
really good rolls for that.
Yes, yeah.
Well, he had an exploding 20, didn't he? And then I think I rolled a
Yeah.
25
Sure
or
did.
something. Yeah,
Yep.
we did well.
That was embarrassing. Yeah.
It was awesome. You can't restrain us.
I would say that the person who tied the knots would have been very disappointed, but he was the one that got spear through the chest out of nowhere when the crew dove in to attack. And man, we're with the intent of springing the group. But since they were already free, they also sprung into action. We saw a lot of interesting little effects from some individuals, some cool powers that went off. That really allowed them in no short order to incapacitate a rather large group of thugs, with a few running away, with, I believe, one remaining.
Yeah,
that you gutted, but he was still alive. He's having the slow death.
Got wounds.
Gut wound.
Retiree thugs.
Yes, that's true. They were all old. Yeah, it was the sea crew of the thugs. It was the
sea.
Yeah, it was the late shift that they were working. The ones that all got like, they're all there just waiting to go home.
He's gonna bust
so-
his camera. He's literally gonna pick it up and just throw it down. He's getting frustrated.
Have you pinned everybody in the Zoom?
Oh, let me pin. Let me do that really quick.
Yeah. I think if you
Yeah,
pin everybody.
I feel like
it might-
something's about to go down.
See, when I just did that, everything just moved.
Yeah,
What?
that actually, yeah.
Yep, now we're all
Uh-oh.
messed up because I did
Might
that.
as well.
Well, that was the stream, guys.
Fix your camera now.
Okay, so now like my cameras are all like in
Hey guys,
weird.
this is like my view of my students when I was teaching online. Just
So it's like the active person now is like popping to the bottom. How do I get that to stop? Oh my gosh.
Click on up top where it says view, click to gallery.
View. Oh, there we go.
Wait.
There we go.
Yeah,
I would
I
say.
would reset your camera while we're having this.
Yeah, this is.
roller
Oh wait, no,
coaster.
everything's back again.
Well, I got once I
Oh,
did
they're
that.
already at the bottom.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if he tries to unplug and replug, he should be popping back in that place, so it'd only be temporary. So if you need to unplug,
Yep.
replug, we'll
I'm
just
gonna
keep
try that.
chatting,
Okay,
and
all right.
you guys will. Sorry, people, just technical
Sorry.
difficulty, but we'll keep going until he gets it
Promise we're
fixed.
going to start at some point.
Well, we can still get rolling a little bit.
Yeah.
So
We can theater of the mind.
It's all in our heads anyway.
So we had our fight.
Yes.
I've got
Close
a
your eyes
thug.
now.
Oh, that's right. She got a thug that she was.
I'm
So-
searching through pockets.
Remembering the last
Oh, yeah.
interrogation
Yeah, we need to find
I
our
had,
money.
They don't have much.
We need to find our bag of money
And your tools.
and my tools. I'll say my.
I'm healing Lexi at this point, I think. Was the
You
last thing I
yeah,
did.
you did. I had you healed me some vitality at the very end last time. So, because yeah, I'm not. I wasn't feeling too good.
I'd go to the map, but it's just nothing but carnage there. So it's just nothing but skulls everywhere.
Okay, so where is that at now?
I'm gonna help Lexi try and find her stuff. I'm assuming I would know that.
Well, I'm
I don't know.
sure that even Bellamy probably has stuff because he was. I don't think he had his stuff on.
Yeah, but I don't know who that dude is.
That's
so,
true. We don't. That's true. We don't
He's a
really.
stranger.
That dude needs to describe himself as soon as he gets back too, because he had.
There was-
Where's
there
her
was a-
health points and
Yeah.
stuff now?
There was a half a second
Action.
where I thought Cattell was gonna attack him.
Okay, there it is. I see it. I see
Well,
it.
it was made.
I
It was
got
made very
it.
clear that he was being attacked by the thugs
Yeah.
also. So
It was right before that description happened. I was like, oh.
I mean, it
Cattell
crossed
just stabs him.
it crossed my mind. Like, does she know
But
not
let's
to
be
hurt
fair.
this person?
Stabbing random people is in Catel's mind frequently. She just gets in that rage mode, and it's like all bets are off. She's just dodging bullets and stabbing. Dodge,
Stabby,
stab,
stabby.
dodge, stab. Stab, stab.
No.
Okay.
At least that's
No,
how I
she's-
play it out in my head. I don't know if that's
She's
actually what's
way
happening,
more
but
conscientious about who she goes after than I think it appears.
Only stab people who deserve it. Got it.
they were all bad.
But then it's like, but some people might think that they deserve it, and others might be like going, no, that's not so bad. It's there's levels. So
Yay!
All
he's back.
Yeah, I wonder
Hey.
if I should change my lighting in my room to like make it focus on my face.
Oh, you're just showing off now.
Oh, look at him. He's all like
Just-
techno.
Wait, I like the purple one. It makes you
Wait.
look mysterious.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
So DM, where are we starting?
Yeah.
You're starting right there at the warehouse still, just as these events were wrapping up. Dodger is going through bodies and like looking through pockets and stuff, taking what was left of the pension of these poor close retirement guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna help Lexi find her stuff and our money.
Yeah, we need our money.
Cedric
That's
is going
fine.
around examining the bodies, seeing if there are any who were like at the brink of death, or they're all just dead.
There's
There was
dead,
only
and there's dead.
Yeah, there was one that was dead for sure because he got a spear through his chest.
Wonder how that happened.
Patel has a low tolerance for kidnappers.
Fair?
Fair, yeah. No, for her, fair.
I mean, yeah, fair.
There's one individual near where Dodger is, who has suffered a mortal wound to his stomach, but he is still alive. The half giant that many people took on, but that Wynn took down, oddly enough.
Wynn's vicious.
He's still alive. He's just barely. He's just knocked out unconscious. Let's see, that one's dead. Anyone that Lore pretty much got a hold of is dead. She was pretty
Wow.
clear on how she was taking them out, and there wasn't really room.
Cattell
for
is deadly.
Cattell,
Woo.
not Lore.
I know,
Lore's
yeah.
the player. Cattell.
Cattell.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Cattell.
I
the
mean,
character.
I'm not
mean-
sure how similar they are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go against that, but
Okay.
So Cedric will stop at the half giant and
Okay.
do a medicine check to see
Treat.
treat. Well, he's assessing his wounds. Is that different than treating?
Yeah. No, we can use treat. That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
So if I see anyone eyeing Bellamy, of course, I don't know your name yet. You never said it.
I don't think I did.
No.
Yeah.
And the only way you would have known my name is because I was like spouting off stuff and I said my name, like, oh, Lexi, why'd you do that type thing. So that might clue you in that that's my name. So, but if I see anyone eyeing him, I'll be like going, he was tied up with me. You know, I'm letting you guys like.
So right now in this, Lorna is right there in the window. I'm looking at where everybody kind of left off at. So she can climb through the window. She's in this room.
Should I
had moved
pull up
over
the
to
map?
Lexi.
Cattell is on her way back.
Do you want me to pull up the
I
map?
don't think we need a nap.
Okay.
You're not fighting anything.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get where people were when it all kind of stopped. So Cattell was outside, had moved, and so she's got to head back to get reconnected with you. But Lorna was right there outside the window. And you see this individual. What does Bellamy look like?
Sure. Bellamy is a tall-ish, maybe 6'1" human. He's got shoulder length, sort of wavy black hair and full facial hair. His skin looks severely weather scarred. There's almost like cracks and fissures in his skin. And if you look closely enough, it looks like it's hard to tell. He looks like he's been like out in the sun and left to dry for a long time. But he wears simple clothes. There's not much else to him.
I'll click over to the map.
And he's
real
just kind of
quick
looking
so
around
everyone
at
can
all of
see
you
what it
guys
looks
like.
I put it
trying to
out
see
there
what
so
it
that
is.
everyone out there can see. There he is.
Out there.
That is Bellamy. There.
There's Bellamy. A little bit more parched looking.
Yeah.
in this scenario than he does in his picture.
All right.
His lips are chapped.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Now we know.
So, Lorna, that's what you see. What's Lexi doing in there?
I'm looking around to see if any of our stuff's in here, and if I see them looking at him, I'm saying like, he was tied up with me. He was he's okay, because I don't need a spear through the chest.
Actually, in the midst of like, Lorna kind of gives him a look and is like, okay, and heals Lexi, and then is, by the way, we found a friend of yours.
I look and oh, Dodger.
Oh,
I'm surprised he's there.
Do I hear my name?
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming you did.
Well, I'm rifling through pockets, so perks up and just goes, "Oh, Giz! How you doing, lovey? You doing all right?"
I am now. What do you do? This is Dodger, everyone.
Now that we have names, I don't have any of yours.
Oh, that's true.
Catel's preoccupied. She's not hearing any of this.
Okay, so I start pointing at it like, that's Catel, that's Lorna. Cedric's in the hat with the mask.
Tall, dark, and creepy. Gotcha.
Not sure who my tied up friend that was with me here's name is yet, but
Yeah, I don't recognize him.
The name's Bellamy. It seems like y'all know each other. I don't know any of y'all.
I told you they'd come. I knew they'd come.
Well, yeah, it's nice to meet y'all. You know, you saved my hide, and I'm mighty thankful.
What happened to all your tools? Your things?
They just took everything from they tied me up and
All right.
they threw me in this room. I have no idea it's going to be in a separate room, I believe, because they dragged me in here after they took everything from me.
I look around for the Wynn. Wynn's gonna find anything worth anything, let's be honest here.
Although not all of it may be of value, it's whatever strikes her fancy.
That's true. That's fair.
She's in the
But she
room
likes
over there tied
Lexi.
up, just kind of.
Also, and after I see Wynn, I give Wynn a squeeze because she came in and she took her things off and told us that you guys were coming.
Wynn, could you maybe look for Lexi's tools and our bag of money? It might be better if we had it.
Well,
Y'all missing some money, some funds. Well,
a bag
I
of...
found this in all their pockets.
I
I
think
don't know if they split up your stuff or this is their pension. I cannot tell. But just sacks, little money sacks in a pile for you guys. Have fun.
But the box will not be here. They got the box. Someone...
does not really care about the box.
But the person that grabbed the box had the same powers as what Val had. With the black smoke and the poofing, and they were there and they were gone, but they were all cloaked. They did not want us to have this box.
It sure did seem mighty important. Now, I don't know what y'all are about, but this box did seem like an object of import. And they seemed like in a rush to get out of there with it.
I look
Sure.
back at Catel and Cedric at this point. I don't know.
Cedric's currently crouched over a half giant.
And Catel's got her spear pointed at the throat of whoever she's talking to.
You know, just adventure thing.
Lauren's like, no,
she's just-
sure which direction she's supposed to go at this point.
So, Dodger, did he find you, or did, like, who sent Wynn?
Well, that
Okay,
Well,
Dodger.
yeah,
I'm explaining.
Oh,
He is from Mud Spring Mines, right? It was Mud Springs?
Yeah.
Mudstream.
Mudstream.
Okay. He was one of the people from Mudstream Mines. I found him on the ship. He was hiding, and so I figured with all the chaos and the ship, we'd lost an engine and stuff. It was just better to just keep him hidden, and he was just going to come here and part ways, or I don't know. It's just he needed a way somewhere. He's quite entertaining. He's fun.
So you hit someone on the ship from the mines. Okay, all right.
Well,
Fair enough.
he was hiding. I found him. He was already on the ship.
There. All right. So, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do now besides find our things and maybe stop Cattell from killing that one if that's what we want to do. And I'm not really sure what Cedric's doing to that one.
Currently poking a gaping wound in his chest.
I move over. I go. Maybe just look for the stuff and we'll talk as a group once we get out of here. I really don't want to be here when the guards show up, or more of them show up. And I'll go over to Cedric. I don't think that's doing any good.
He looks up at you.
This one still draws breath.
Well, not if you keep poking him in the wound.
Looks back down at him. Looks back up to you.
Did you want him to still live?
Shrugs.
Why am I the moral compass of this group? I'm gonna bend down and see if I can do a medicine check just to help him. I'm not trying to cast a spell. I just want to stop whatever bleeding or anything that could stabilize him, basically.
That's a treat check. Dodger, I put in how much you found on. You see it in the chat.
I have not, but I'm looking right now.
Yeah, that's not all our money.
No, that's what he was. That's
Yeah, no, I know, but he was saying maybe they split it up, and I'm like, nope.
Well, either way, he's got plans, and we'll probably split up whatever's left later.
Really?
I can't even read those.
Right now. You literally
Wow.
can't read
I
my
have to
dice.
wait for it actually to show my.
I did too. I was like, what did she
I don't know what you just rolled.
Nope, but they're pretty.
They certainly are.
They are. They look awesome. I just don't know what they do.
Nope.
So you you've ascertained that the best means for this half giant to heal is to first get Cedric to stop poking him.
Bat his hand away. Just go help Cattell. Possibly kill that one. I think he's going to take more than I have to heal him. Go.
He stands up and looms over near Cattell.
He just seems, but the half giant seems to just be overwhelmed with lots of smaller, he just got over it's lots and lots of hits. There's no major wound that's taken him out. He'll actually recover over time. He'll probably come to. The one that Cattell's got that we're about to get into, he's on the ground holding his stomach in, and his legs are kicking and thrashing as he's just in agonizing pain.
Thought I had the one where he was surrendered.
That was the one who surrendered. He got gutted.
Oh.
Yeah, he got gutted. Then he
I
surrendered.
didn't realize
Wow.
he got gutted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Thank God you
good
did
by
that.
my sword. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was lovely.
Dodger got him pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Got him good. He
the
went,
one time
"Okay,
I
I'm
hit.
good."
All right, I'm gonna just do the whole I've crouched down, turn my body to look over at Cattell and Cedric, and just kind of. It's good. I don't know. What... You probably want to ask that one your questions pretty fast. And I'll point at the guy who's
Yeah, I imagine Cattell's
He didn't
already been
know.
talking to him.
Yeah. We just haven't made it over to her questions yet. That
Yeah.
would have been going on during this time. I was just.
Yeah, at some point, probably in the midst of the questioning, after I made sure the giant is fine, come over and at least try to give some treatment. But again, not casting spells unless I'm
He's
need
not
to
worth your
told to.
essence.
Not exactly that. I just don't know what the plan is here. And also, I don't like kidnappers either. So, yeah.
They beat me up.
All right, so as I got it now, Dodger's looting bodies. Wynn is inside, like sifting through stuff inside. Cedric is now was poking at the half giant. Lorna is over there assisting him. He's just now leaving it. What's Bellamy doing?
I think he's looking around awkwardly, like, are these the folks that are going to take me in?
Do I want that?
Do I want
do I want that?
Weird.
Yeah, these are some weird folks.
Yo,
Yeah,
but
Cedric
it
slowly
confirms that
starts
there is a
panning
green
over to-
furry creature that you thought I was crazy.
Yeah, I can see it now. It sure is a green creature with many arms and furry.
All right, and then let's go to Cattell and the question. So she's got this in this individual who did surrender, and then just the gravity of his wound it started sinking in as he's the adrenaline's wearing off and the pain is kicking in, and so he's just on the ground, just like not in like sharp like agony type pain, but just this horror. So he's like kind of just rolling, just holding. It's just like get me to a doctor.
Yeah, so Cattell's gonna squat over him, and as he's mumbling, she's gonna clamp her hand around his mouth to shut him up. Listen.
His eyes like pop out, like, because now he's like, oh, this is it. This is how it's gonna go.
Why did you take Lexi, the white-haired one? I lift my hand so you can talk. I lift my hand.
Get me to a doctor and I'll tell you anything.
No. Answer my question.
Roll intimidate.
Oh, geez. With advantage? Jeez.
Ooh. No, I'm scared.
Yeah, there's an advantage there. We just
Oh, do it with advantage?
no, there is no advantage,
Oh.
but yes, there is a bonus. But yeah, go ahead and roll it. Or the DC is lower,
No.
rather. Well, that's not really good.
That does no, that's not right because I have a +5 to intimidate. Oh, it's a 7,
Yeah,
not
you
a
rolled a
1.
2,
I thought that
but it
was
was
a
a
1.
No, that was a 2.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
He's not feeling any bravado over. He's just in pain, and it wasn't enough for him to
I'm gonna take the edge of my spear.
get over. He's just like.
I'm gonna find the artery in his throat and kind of press on it. Answer my question.
It's got really dark really fast. What are you doing?
You know what's happened to her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's like telling you, I'll tell you, just, I don't want to die. So close to retirement.
She just stares at him.
Well, might
Ready to pass.
do you want me to help him a little, just to make it easier to ask him questions?
You can do whatever you want. There's just this very dark look over her eyes.
Cedric's a little bit behind her, so looking down at the goblin.
I'll go over to him, and at first I'll just try to staunch the wound.
Okay. Check. We just tuck that back in there. Stuff.
Super glue.
Yeah. Okay. Got him stabilized. All right. So, but if something more drastic is not done, he's got to die.
Yeah.
And
As
now
I'm-
you just delete it.
As I'm treating him, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna be really honest. I've never seen her like this. You may want to just answer her questions. I'm pretty sure she can make you feel more pain for a while. We can try and help you.
fine. What do you want to know?
Why did you take Lexi?
I was here when they brought her.
Why did they bring her?
They didn't tell me. But I heard him saying something like she saw something or someone.
Who do you work for?
I work for.
Do you know? Shoot, what's the captain's name? I just had it. Captain
Baron.
What's the captain's name?
Captain Baron.
Bezos.
Baron.
Baron.
I had it, and then it just went.
Bezos?
Do you know Captain Baron?
Who?
What was in the box?
What box?
I.
You nick him?
Mm-hmm. I kill him.
Oh
Like,
wow!
Putting him out of his misery, sort of like you would an animal.
Holy crap!
Get up and walk to wait for the others.
Don't piss off Qadan.
I look up from.
You were scared to win.
Right?
That's a whole nother thing.
I look up from the body and at Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric was watching.
I know.
Patel,
As this happened, Lorna, as she does this
Oh yeah, no.
staring right at you, as blood's just spraying. He's just staring at like help.
Oh no,
Help.
she did it like I said, like how you would kill an animal to put it out of his misery. Like very practiced. She's done this 1,000 times. She knows how to like just in, out, done. So.
That was kind of just.
Cold, dead eyes, just looking at you.
Cedric was following Patel with his eyes and head.
Where
And
is
then
she
he looks-
going? Where is Cattell going?
She's just gonna stand in a position to wait for everybody.
Then he looks down at Lorna.
I'm just gonna say I wasn't in the room. I'm looking for
You
my
weren't in
stuff.
the room where it happened?
I'm gonna say I missed all that.
This is actually out in the square. This is happening.
And then he goes to.
It's
follow
out in the
Patel.
square? I thought we were in the room.
No, that's in the square.
Yeah.
Of the
Right.
like.
Yeah, in the enclosed,
Area.
yes, and that yeah,
Okay.
but it's outside.
Okay, I wouldn't have been out there then because I was looking for my stuff.
Yeah, it was basically Lorna kind of helped
Okay,
you
so
and then walked
I would've
back
missed
out
that.
'cause
Okay.
She's trying to see what's going on and
Cattell and I are cool. Okay. Didn't see any
Yeah.
of that.
I had a front row seat. I think Dodger pissed his pants just a little bit. Just out of sheer fear of just like, all right, I gotta mind my P's and Q's because this could go quite dangerous for me.
You get one chance to answer the question correctly, just one.
Where's the capital of Australia? I don't know.
Lorna's gonna stand up and seeing that Cedric is over by Cattell, move back towards the room, see if they found any of their things. Mind you, her hands are now covered. She's probably covered in blood.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
The rest of you have a bit on you. Lorna is, even with a practiced cut like that, has quite probably, at least on her hands and arms.
Well, that and your hands were all over his guts that were coming out.
That's what I'm saying,
too,
yeah.
So you have the squirting of the
Yeah.
whatever.
Is
And
Bellamy outside?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm sort of
Bellamy
like
standing-
standing against the wall. I'm still sort of appraising the situation. Bellamy's not sure what his next moves are.
He's running like hell.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. So on
He's
the
like,
one hand,
hello, I'm out.
on the one
Questioning your
hand,
intelligence here, sir.
this group saved him. On the other hand, it seems like they're a cutthroat group, figuratively and
Literally. As Cedric's joining Cattell, he looks over at Bellamy, by the way. Just catches you with an unblinking stare.
Howdy.
He nods. and then continues on his way to join Cattell.
What do I find?
Listen, folks, I don't mean to get in the middle of things, but are y'all looking for another, companion? I seem to be stuck in the middle of things that I don't understand, and it seems maybe we have a common foe or something, but I'm looking for friends at the moment. It seems like y'all are, at least some of y'all are decent people.
I mean, it is dangerous to go alone anywhere, so company's always welcome. But I'm also not really a part of this group. I just came along for the ride, at least to save Lexi. By the way, where did Gears go? And I'm gonna go off to find Lexi.
It's like, away from
Give me a
Cattell!
research check.
Who's doing a research check?
I mean perception, sorry.
Who is?
Get my stats right.
You.
Skills right.
Me?
Perception.
Me, perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lexi, yeah.
Or your stuff.
Oh, your stuff.
In answer to Bellamy's statement about our group, but not understanding what he's involved in, we're just gonna go say, "You're the only one."
Well, I've got a good idea of who took me. Now, the night before I was taken, I was approached by some men who were working for Templeton Fisk. Now, I wonder if these men weren't also working for Templeton Fisk, because now I turned down his offer. I said, no thanks, I do not want to, do your work. So I said no, and then the next day I wake up tied up to a chair. I figure this Templeton Fisk is some kind of criminal mastermind. Maybe y'all know him. I've never heard of the guy.
Does Cattell hear any of that? Or is she too far away?
I don't think she didn't walk too far off, did she?
No, that wasn't the
I thought she
intent.
just kind of went off and stood over to the side. But
I think it's just
Be able to hear it.
me and Dodger, the only one's not there right
Yeah.
now.
And Dodger, can you roll a perception to give her a hand, because she rolled very
Please.
poorly. Like she's looking at the ceiling for her stuff. It's not in the rafters.
Searching in there too.
Mr. Wynn's looking
Wynn
too.
rolled the exact same as she did.
Oh
Wynn are like, ooh, look, there's a.
All you see is Wynn's over there juggling things. Just
That reads.
distracted.
Still,
It just plopped.
It's
All it did was plop.
still better than
on
mine.
the board. It didn't even roll.
Okay, yeah. Wynn, stop juggling! You're distracting us.
So, okay. Since it's taking a while, Cattell's gonna kind of pass everyone. This seems like this just got more complicated. And is gonna go in and... Lexi, are you alright?
I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm like, I can't find my stuff.
Can I take a glance around, see if I can help?
There's a lot of stuff in this room. You have to go in there.
I'm just looking for my specific stuff,
they've got
though.
piles of stuff that they're like
Right.
kind of moving as they're going through it, and just so that way they're like, this stuff's been checked, it's not there, but just making their, just digging through everything.
Well, there was
Dodger
multiple.
keeps getting distracted by shinies.
Oh, I'm gonna turn to Lorna. If this was instigated by Templeton, we have a problem.
Lorna just nods.
Now, I don't mean to. Sorry for overhearing y'all. I don't mean to throw blame. I don't know the guy. It's just two of his men approached me last night, and when I woke up, I was here. So, I put 2 and 2 together and got 4.
And if they
What's the purpose, though? I mean, if the box belongs to him and all of this is connected, why? Well,
I wasn't supposed to see it. You weren't supposed to see it. We weren't supposed to see that happen.
We're not even supposed to know about it.
well, then perhaps we just pretend we don't know about it. We go about our business. We do what we need to do.
But then we're gonna have to kill everybody so no one will talk about it. And then that's gonna be
Well,
red
did
flags.
they? If
Hold
they
on.
wanted to kill you, they would have just killed you. They wouldn't have kidnapped you and kept you around.
We don't know that because we never got that far.
Who are we talking about?
Perhaps we should maybe find our things and leave before we have this conversation. Plus, don't we have a train to catch?
Not if we don't have any
This
money.
is a conversation to have in a more secure area.
I'm gonna start helping them look.
We
Yeah,
have to
me
find
too.
our money.
We can start going through things.
Alright. We'll save the trouble of rolling. If everybody's working together, aiding and such, eventually you start piecing together.
There's a secret wall
recover.
safe.
Yes.
You gotta press like 3 different boards in a
Right.
specific order, and we just keep missing it by
The
one.
magic
Actually,
word.
what you find is that this room doesn't have. It's in the next room over.
That's what I said,
and
there's
a
multiple
bunch of money on a
rooms.
table where apparently they were playing cards before everything went crazy, and there's just tons of just coins and stuff all sitting out there where they were playing.
I'm just scooping it all
just
up.
outside the room that they were being
Scoop,
held
scoop,
in.
scoop. Did I find my stuff?
Alright.
Like my
Yes.
tools and my
Yes.
gun and okay.
Yes.
Money.
Yeah, we
Only
got the
you didn't
money.
Find your stuff though. You,
Whose stuff?
what you were wearing when you went to bed is what you woke up with.
I don't carry much stuff. That's okay.
Oh no.
Of
Of course, I don't know what you need, so. I look at Doctor. You need a belt.
All right, so
need a
overall,
belt.
in this room, or just across this whole thing, doing a quick scan. I gotta have you go through because there's a lot of space here, just for time's sakes. You end up with 73 guild, 84 marks. Dodger, that's the SP that's SP.
Okay,
Is a mark.
okay. I appreciate that.
No problem. Because I remember I was like, oh yeah, I wrote SP for you, but it's they're called marks.
Are the conversions for the money still the same? 10 to 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 10 to 1. And hold on, let me get the cogs. 17 cogs and 2 what's the word I'm looking for?
Does it go guilds, cogs, marks, or guilds, marks, cogs?
Guild marks cogs. Guild's highest, marks second, cogs are least, and you also find 2 quintessence. Yeah. What's a quintessence? That is a very, 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 very high commodity. That is so 10 cogs equals 1 mark, 10 marks equals 1 guild, 10 guild equals 1 sovereign, 10 sovereign equal 1 quintessence.
But it's 20.
And there's
It's
2.
20 guilds equal 1. quintessence?
10. It's
Or-
all 10 to 1.
No,
it's-
I know.
All 10 to 1. So it's 10 cogs
100.
to a mark, 100 cogs to a guild, 1,000 to a sovereign, 10,000 to a quintessence. And quintessence actually stores 1 point of essence in it. That can be
Oh.
tapped.
Oh,
Cool,
that's
cool, cool.
interesting. Okay.
We have
If you
someone
want.
a treasurer now that this is a thing.
Well, that's less money than what was in that bag that was
Catel's
given
always
to
been real
us.
loose with the cash.
Except for the quintessence, we
She
didn't
doesn't
have that before.
spend what she has. She just has.
I'll put it this way: Lorna doesn't understand any of this, but Amanda has it written down. So
Well-
we'll just have it that way.
The amount that was given to us in
50.
50 guild.
Mudstream Mines, 50 each, or was
No.
it
No,
50?
that's still on the ship.
Okay.
He gave you 50 of that when you guys left the ship.
Oh, so
we
he only
gave
gave us
that-
50, so we're actually doing well then. Okay. But then I would
Yeah,
have
we
lost.
made more.
I would have had my money on myself, and I would have lost that though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have taken it all with me, but I mean, I would have had some on me.
We
Yeah.
can figure it out.
Yeah.
So as a
That's on your
party
sheet.
right now, we have
Yes.
2 quintessence, 73 guild, 84 marks, 17 cogs, plus whatever Dodger now has. But that's what Dodger has from pickpocketing.
Yeah,
everything.
I'll be divvying that up when we go elsewhere. Or throwing it at the party fund. Either one.
If we have everything.
We need to get out.
One moment. And Lorna's gonna be like using a rag to get as much of it off of her hands as she can.
Oh yeah, Catel's gonna kind of like dunk some of her water.
Because she's
drinking,
covered.
whatever.
Water,
she
yeah,
got.
there's water in this place. This is like a
Oh, okay.
there's like sleeping areas and stuff and wash basins.
That's what I
Yeah, so you
figured.
can
So
get-
she's literally basically washing off as much.
Is
as
there
she
like a cloak that she could put over herself a little bit, like to toss on over to cover up some of the? So she
not
doesn't
a
look-
cloak
she
so much,
probably
but
has
she could grab. There's beds in here and stuff. She could probably just grab a blanket off the bed, just kind of wrap it around her as like a cloak of sorts.
Until we get you something to change into.
Who has papers to get back into the city?
Did I find my papers?
I have.
Yeah.
I have the documents for our original crew, but
Just for sake of trouble, you find some papers on these guys
Okay, so we got
when
papers.
they,
Okay.
for them to get back into the city.
Okay, so everyone's got
I was
papers
figuring
now.
I was going to be sneaking back like I did the first time.
so all
Um,
accounted for. We need to go.
Does anyone know of any wild sort of animals that I might have run into? I think I got most of it off, but just in case, any questions?
Animals of the area,
Maybe.
like what? I was outside the city. What did I see?
Any wildlife?
Yeah,
Foxes, raccoons, a
probably
squirrel.
like yeah, yeah.
Sure. Okay. Just in case. Lauren's gonna file it away in the back of her mind. Are we going back in separately?
We can. Are we going to meet at the inn that you all was staying at?
Yeah, we gotta grab our stuff.
I still need more arrows,
We'll get
or
them.
I'm going to be
We'll
having
get
a
them.
problem.
Right.
Is there anything else we need for this journey?
I point to Dodger. He needs a belt to hold a sword.
Yeah. The
Just
sword in the middle of that
scabbard.
fight totally cut the belt when he
That's what I was like,
unsheathed
he
it.
needs some.
You need a scabbard for that also. Those of
Yeah.
us who are going shopping maybe go together, and then the rest of us pick another gate to come in by. There's one that I went through the other night that's essentially unguarded for the most part. It's
I think I'm familiar with that one, yeah. I think that's the one I snuck in through.
so who needs to go shopping? Roger, Lorna, Cedric.
I can
Only-
go by myself.
I'd rather that you have a companion. You were knocked out really violently earlier just today.
Well, I'll go with him. I'm looking for some friends. He looks like the type to be a friend of mine. If y'all will take me.
Are you quite certain of that? I mean,
I can go with Cedric. I
Well,
don't need anything.
Well, Cedric's going.
Oh wait, I need bullets.
All right.
Okay, so
I will take the man.
All right. You two go together, and Lorna, Dodger, and Lexi go together, and I'll find my way in.
I don't think you should go alone either. Wasn't it your guidance that said we shouldn't?
It was Cedric. He was.
The rules
shaken
do
up.
apply to you as well.
I haven't been hurt.
Really, neither have I.
But you're going shopping.
I have.
We don't go alone. I think this taught us that. And Lorna is going to just like actually fully stand up to her height and face off for a second.
Then you split up the party. How do you want us to go in?
Well, we have one group going, and we'll be the other.
There we go.
It's two.
Pick a
2,
group.
2, and 2. Hey, that mathed right.
Well done. Oh, love of God. Just come on.
Let's just get to the end. Let's just go.
Right. And I start heading towards the closest gate.
And I will
Alright.
lead the others around to the one that I went through.
Okay. And then what's so you have the papers, so there's no It's
Before I leave, I'm gonna stick my head back in. Win. Put those down. Come on.
it's like Wynn's got a sack. It's just full of like just junk.
Pick one. You can pick one. Please. Come on.
One bag.
She reaches into the bag, and then all you see is her rear end now that she's digging around in there. And finally, she comes out.
Are you good?
She's got something.
All right, so we have Lorna heading with one group in another direction, and or the nearest one, Cattell taking the other, so the one she is familiar with.
So it's me, Lorna, and Dodger, right?
So then I'm with the two
And you're
guys.
with yeah. Just in case something happens, because we're split again.
Nothing happens to as far as getting into the city.
Point
as
out,
long as you
Cattell
don't
just
push
wanted to
anybody
wander
around
off
or
on her
something.
own after telling everybody else they're not allowed to.
She wants to go into her
is very
song.
confident in her ability to avoid people and to get herself out. Isn't confident anyone else can. That's
I mean,
what's
that's
going
fair,
through her
but so
head.
is Dodger, and look what that got him.
Well, Cattell has special things, but she's not going to talk about it, so she just lets it happen.
Okay.
Anyway.
So
But you're back in the city.
to the
You
inn,
got papers.
grab our stuff,
Everybody's back inside the walls.
and we're gonna go get some bullets, and we're gonna get some arrows, and we're gonna get a scabbard, and yeah.
Cedric, what did you need to get?
I'd like to point
You
out
were
we know-
looking for an apothecary before, weren't you? Did you ever make it
Yes.
to one? Right?
No.
Turn to Bellamy. Did you happen to see an apothecary while you were here? Or were you even conscious during... I don't really know what happened to
Yeah,
you.
I don't know much about this place.
It's fair. Start looking for an apothecary.
Okay. Chances are high it's probably in the market square because there was lots of little shops opening up like that, and probably somebody selling odds and ends, or would know where to go from that point. And it's a place all of you know where that's at. That's a part of the city that you could get to quickly. So you head in that direction. Dodger, Lorna, and Lexi, which direction are you going in?
We were gonna head to the inn.
Arrows and bullets, those are
And-
munition type things, so we'll probably go there first, and then try
Wasn't
and
there a
find a
place that-
scabbard and a belt.
There was one right by the inn that
Yeah.
or really close to the inn that we were
Trader's
supposed-
Place?
Yeah.
All right. So you head to Trader's Place, which is this massive building that opens out onto the street corner. It's on the street corner of the big marketplace. So it's got all its kind of doors open, so people who are in the market kind of just wander in there as well. You see that there are some guards kind of posted around each one of those openings, but they seem friendly enough, and people are kind of going in and out and shopping. As you go inside, it's actually it's a two-story building, but it's open to the second story right there in the entryway. But then there's a balcony a little bit further back that goes up, and you see shelves and things up there. There's all sorts of commodities in this space, and lots of people mingling about purchasing wares and what have you. There is a counter that is underneath the balcony where there is a middle-aged man interacting with customers. Behind him is this this massive clock that's just ticking away. The hours of his life.
5.
Yep.
Lorna
So
basically stops in the doorway, just like,
I just keep going because I'm used to this in Petra.
So
And I'm
Wynn
dragging
does, like,
her
a
with
couple
me.
Jumps in and then pauses, and then turns and looks at Lorna, and then jumps and hops back, and then jumps up on her shoulder.
Aw, Wynn, being good.
I just pet Win. Like,
Well, I'm dragging her in slowly because I know this is not her thing. Let's find you arrows. Let's go. Where are your arrows, sir?
Sorry, what's that?
Arrows.
Ah, yes. He waist down. You'll find it along the wall in the back.
Thank you.
Those arrows, all sorts of things. Let me know if you need any
And
help.
I'm dragging her.
Sir.
Yes, young man.
I'm looking for a belt and a scabbard for this. Ka-tink tink on the counter. The sword.
Belts. I mean, you'll find a selection of them down that way. For a scabbard, this is a uniquely shaped blade. You don't really sell custom items here. You'd probably need to go to a leatherworker and have something made. I mean, I might be able to make do with what we have, but probably not. It's a very interesting blade.
Well, thank you. I don't know if I've got enough time to find a leatherworker here. We're going to be leaving town soon. But the sturdiest belt you've got will be in that section over there, yeah?
Yes. And there's, if you keep going past them, you'll get to where you'll see scabbards, things like that. Maybe you can get an oversized one that it could just fit in.
Yeah, something for now. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
All right. Very good.
Right. Well,
Let
thank
me
you,
know
Gov.
if you need any help.
Will do. Thank you very
He
much.
turns back to the customer. Okay. So you get to the arrow section, and there's a you see there's a crafter there who's actually making arrows and such like that, and just kind of putting them in stacks and such, and working different heads and things like that. But along this corner of the store, you see quivers, you see different types of arrows in different groupings and such. There's a whole group of bows, everything from short bows to composite long bows, all in this area. Quite overwhelming. There's a lot.
What do you need? Let's start grabbing. How much does stuff cost? I don't know what these cost. I've never bought arrows before.
I didn't know there was this many types of arrows. What do half of these do?
Well,
The gentleman who's kind of making the arrows notices you're looking around. He's like, yeah. Like, looking to buy some arrows, are you? Anything in particular?
And I'll pull one out of my quiver of the nicer ones and kind of just show them. I really just need more of these mainly.
Interesting craftsmanship. Why did you purchase this?
I didn't. I sort of make them, but I don't have the supplies here.
Oh, very good. I make a similar kind. He gets up, puts what he was working on down, goes over to the wall and pulls out one. It doesn't look the same as your design, but when he hands it to you, you can feel the weight of the arrowhead, and that it has which is what you're looking for, because that's what's going to create the impact that you want.
Okay.
Call that there broad arrow.
Broad arrow. All right.
Broad, yes.
Well, how much are these?
That's a whole set. How many are you looking to buy?
About 20, maybe. Do you think we'll be able to get arrows, or at least the supplies for me to make arrows wherever we're going?
I've never been to either of these places.
I suppose.
Well, you could get 20 of this kind. Don't you have other ones that you want to? You showed me a couple of different
She
arrows.
is deer in the headlights. Like, she is focused on the one thing that she understands in this room.
Well, I remember before you showed me 2 different arrows.
Yeah, but the
before.
other one is just the normal type, and I still have 19 of those. So
Oh,
I don't
okay,
think
okay.
I need those.
Now those weren't the regular type. Those were flight arrows.
Flight arrows. Sorry.
Yeah. So they travel a little. They're very light and go further.
They go further, but they do less damage.
They do less damage, but they're lighter.
How many fit in a quiver?
Where are the broad arrows?
20.
The broad arrows aren't listed anymore. Or are those the arrow sheath ones? Yeah, those are the sheath ones.
Where
That
are
were
you
the
looking?
equivalent of the broad arrows?
Yeah. Are you looking at your sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have
Actually,
arrow
you're not-
flight and arrow sheath. Is what they're
Yeah,
called.
but I actually got the broad arrows too. I just haven't. You haven't bought any, so they're not air equipment.
Yeah.
They are. $2 guild for a quiver.
And a quiver is 20 arrows?
Yeah.
Or, okay. All right. You think that's all right?
I think you should get 2 quivers full.
That's a lot of arrows to be carrying around, Lexi.
I know, but the last time you shot quite a few. How many do you usually get back after a fight?
It depends on the situation. When we're
If you
soaring
shoot
through the
them off
air,
an
not very
airship or
many.
not.
That's true. That's like airship. That's true. They're gone. That's why they were disappearing so fast. I didn't even think about that.
They were kind of off the side of the ship a lot.
Circle back and go pick them up.
Somebody's finding some nice arrows in that cliffside, let me tell you.
Well, I mean, I think.
Right.
Well, one should get us to. How far is Terravel from here? You told us last time.
5 days? No,
3 days.
3 days.
3 days. Not from here. Yeah.
From here to
Terravel's
Terravel,
and
is,
that's
and that's the
Terravel,
train,
and that's
and
where
then
the
the
train
train
is.
takes us to Mere.
Okay,
Moor
well
or
then
whatever.
this is a little bit of a question because we don't have a bag of holding. How many arrows could I feasibly carry? I know I can probably only carry so many in my quiver, but if like
You
wrapped
carry
up.
20 in a quiver. You can carry a couple
I
quivers.
figured you carried a
I
couple
mean,
quivers. That's what I figured.
Well, I'm more thinking they can be bound together and put onto like my backs, the knapsack
Like
or
a
whatever.
bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way to think about it. It's like picture like if you
Get
had a bundle of
2.
sticks, about how many you could.
All right.
I get
Back
2
up.
quivers of those.
Wrap them in your bedroll, stick them on the pack.
Yeah. Okay.
I get 2.
I guess 2.
Use
quivers
Win as a pack
of-
mule.
We'll take 2 quivers of
Unusually
those.
strong for her size.
She really
I
is.
mean, that's fair.
What about the rest of these? Is there anything? What are all these? I know you don't need to read off all the list unless
Yes.
you really want
He
to,
goes
because
through.
it's a lot
No,
of
I'm
fun.
not going to put everybody through that, but because because I've sent it to you. So he goes through it. He actually has.
There's like a list of like 30 guys.
Yeah,
Like,
he
there's
has
so
all of
many
these.
arrows.
Yeah, this guy's very, very popular overfletcher here. And so he goes through each one of these between the bleeding ones, the distance ones, the barbed ones, the smoke ones, all sorts of different, the incendiary ones. And yeah, lots of options.
And I will look at Lexi going, what do you think?
Do you really want me to answer that? I'm
Sorry,
like,
I had a
one
list.
of each.
Hang on. Oh my goodness.
That's
dude,
how bad I am. So I'm like, I like the mercy you don't want to ask.
Quiver that's got one of each in
Did
a
he-
set of 20.
Wait, did he say like a
Bleeding
smoke
alone,
one?
just
Like when he.
the bleeding arrow.
We'll have the sampler's platter. please.
Yeah, the virus.
Yeah.
360 guild for one.
Oh, wait, what's 60 guild for one?
360
300.
guild for one bleeding arrow.
Yeah.
What's the bleeding arrow do?
When you hit
It makes you bleed? Like what?
and you keep bleeding and you keep bleeding and people cannot use treat to stop the bleeding.
Oh, so it's got like
Yeah.
magic
That's
stuff
something
in
you use
it.
against,
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But
They're
the,
nice, but
the barbed,
it's
I know the barbed ones, if you try to get those out, like they rip the wound worse.
Yes. And on top
What was the
of
smoke
that,
one?
too,
How much did that one cost?
a barb-
Didn't
a barbed
Lexi
one
just
has
make a
to-
smoke bomb?
That's true. I could try.
That's where I thought this was originally going of like,
Well, there's a-
Lorna was going to make the arrows and Lexi was going to
Well, my whole thing is I have to see them
That's fair
to
point.
make them. So that's what I'm like. How much is that
the
smoked one?
arrow is 500 cogs.
Oh,
Mhm.
So it's
This is down the road then. We have to have more
50
money.
marks
5 guild.
or 5 guild.
Oh, it's 5
Or
guild.
5 guild.
I want one. For me. 5 guild. A smoke
can
one.
study it.
I want to study that
All right.
sucker.
I'll
That's another reason for the sample platter.
right. Okay, I'll throw in for I
Okay.
guess 1 smoke arrow for Lexi.
Well, I have the money, so it's all good. I'm
That's
just,
true.
I'm
Nobody
just,
else took money from us.
I was like, I've got the money, so I'm like,
I've just
okay,
got
I
the
want
money.
that, huh?
Well, there's
I've got,
okay.
He's got some
there's
money.
A smoke,
Right.
But I've got the money that we all.
yeah.
There's a smoke
I
arrow and a
scooped it.
smoke screen. I'm guessing you want the smoke screen.
Whichever
What's the
one,
difference?
what would you prefer? And that's the one I will study to try to figure out how to make.
The smoke screen makes it a smoke screen, a cloud of smoke in a 10-foot radius that persists for 1d3 plus 6 rounds. Whereas the smoke arrow, which is cheaper, only makes the smoke basically a smoke at a 5-foot cube of smoke.
What do you want?
The smoke screen would probably be more helpful.
Okay, so well, I'll grab the smoke screen one.
And
However
I'm
much that
gonna
is.
can't go back to the other pages because this is dumb and it's not letting me because it opened in Microsoft Word and no one uses that anymore.
Hey now.
Whoa! Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, aren't you just evil against
Whoa.
I don't have a paid account for
Throwing
Microsoft Word.
shade.
I don't have a paid account anymore because I don't use it ever, and I'm not on a work computer. That's the only one that has a paid account for it. So I use Google Docs for everything.
So was that the one that was 5 guild?
yeah,
That she
that
wants.
one's
Okay,
fine,
so
yeah.
that's one that I want to study. So you don't get to use that one. That one's mine to play
I
with.
know.
until I
I'm not
figure
even
it
gonna put
out.
it in my
Okay.
stuff. And then there was one other one that I know I was looking at. There's an arrow of fishing, guys. Sorry.
Fishing, really?
I'm not kidding. I would
Does
like to
you
get-
dangle a worm off it and it skims the water? I mean, what? What does it do?
There's also an arrow of pheromone, which makes me giggle, and all I can think about is being Cupid. That's all I have to say.
Oh wow!
And there's an arrow of
Okay.
rain.
That's for the
I'm
Valentine's
still
Day
so
episode.
confused.
Hold on to that for the
Yeah, there you
Valentine's
go.
Day episode.
The arrow of fishing steals your username.
So
and password.
the raining arrow that he pulls out, it's pricey too. It's got this vial on the end. It doesn't actually have a point to it. It's just got this vial. You fill it with a liquid, and when it shoots, it spins through the air. It disperses the liquid.
Sprinkler.
Yes. So if someone were to say
Wow,
like
that's
put
interesting.
holy water into it and then over some undead.
Okay.
Hey, that would have been helpful on Friday for you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just being a jerk now.
Talk about making it rain.
Right.
I would like to get maybe a half quiver of the. Do you do half quivers of the incendiary arrows?
That those come individually, so you have to. buy
Oh, those
Okay.
are individual. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
So how much?
I'm gonna hold that one up. Would you want to study this one as well? It lights things on fire.
It's got like a little metal cage in it. Yeah.
So how much are those?
200. No, not 200 guild. It'd be 2 guild, right? Because it's 200.
For one. Yeah. 2 guild for one.
So I'll buy. I can buy. We can buy one of those. Or do
Why
you
don't you
want?
buy a few of those?
All right. All right. 2.
I'm all about spending money, honey. So how many you want?
This
how
is
many you
literally
want?
more money than Lauren has ever seen. In
I'll
her
be
life,
your
so
sugar
she's
mama.
super
Come
open.
on. So how many you want?
That's fine. We can just get 2, so you have 1, unless you want
So
more.
another benefit.
Well, I'm
of the
saying for how many do
arrow
you
is
want?
you could tie a
And I'll-
like the rope to it, and it can actually serve as a grappling hook.
I thought we already were going to get the barbed arrows. Do those come by each, or is that a quiver? What's the cost of that one for a quiver?
That comes in a quiver of 20. It's 2 guild.
Okay. And then let's get the barbed arrows, a quiver of barbed, and we're good.
Okay.
Okay, like this second.
Unless Lexi has something else she
Just
wants to
second.
experiment with.
Okay, so she wants the incendiary ones. I want to have one of those as well, but I think she should have more than one. So I'm gonna tell him we want 4 of those.
Okay.
So you have like, so you put 3 in your thing. So we got 4 of those.
Yeah, I got it. So 4 incendiary.
So, yeah. And then
And she's getting 3.
She's
you're
getting 3. I
1.
want one of those. And I want to buy 2 of those smoke arrows so she can go ahead and have one. That way I can also see how it works before I really start messing. So that way she has
Before you
one.
take it apart and put it back together again and
And
hope you get it all right.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Oh, it shoots backwards.
okay, so we got 2 quivers of the first ones. We got 2 smoke. We got 4 incendiary, and then you wanted barb. How much was it with the barb that you wanted? You
Just
wanted
one quiver.
a quiver of
so
those.
20.
And how much were the barbed ones?
I think you said 2 guild.
2 guild for the
Right?
quiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
2
so
guild for a quiver. Yeah.
16. So that's 24 guild.
Jeez.
That's totally good. we're fine.
Lorna still doesn't fully understand the whole money thing, but she's definitely saying that.
Okay,
I feel
so
like that's a lot.
yeah, we'll do those, and then I ask, I go, where are your bullets?
Those are on the other side,
Okay.
if you want to use such a thing.
Oh, there's so many arrows popping up.
Okay, are you sure that's all you want? Any more arrows do you want? We good?
Ah,
Because that's like, 2 more? We good? Wait, did we get the grappling one, or what was the grappling one? Was the one
That's
with
the
the barbed?
barbed one.
Okay,
That's
so we're good.
barbed.
Okay,
That's far.
so should we get a grappling hook while we're here too? Okay, I want a grappling hook while we're here. How many bullets should I get?
Why don't you make a list?
Okay, I want a grappling hook. Well, I mean, yeah, grappling hook. I want rope. Are we?
I'm just gonna stop trying to scroll down to look at these
So-
because every time I do it keeps refreshing. I'll just wait.
How do we? How do we know how we're gonna get to Terraville? Are we gonna like try to like? I'm sure people travel back and forth. Like we can find a group to travel with, or do we hire people to get this there?
Or is there a map where we can just go?
Yeah.
If you're asking Lorna, she is absolutely
Well, I mean,
studying when
is
these
it
arrows
3
and,
day
like,
on
checking it
foot,
out.
or is it 3 day by horse? Is it 3 day? Well, is it 3 day by what?
It's 3 day by carriage.
3 day by carriage. Okay, so we need to find a carriage that we can do a ride along on. Okay, so before I leave the guy with the arrows, I'm like, have you heard of anyone that's going to be traveling to Terraville, like, recently?
Just, sorry, quick checking. I had 40 of the broad, correct?
Yeah, because it was 2 quiver.
Yeah, it's 2 quiver.
Mhm.
I just changed the number 40 out of 20, but I know it's
Yeah,
not.
so you have 2 quivers of the broad, 1 quiver that you bought of the...
She's just got arrows everywhere. Okay.
Well, I'm helping you.
You look
There
like a
is.
dang porcupine.
I'm
It's
helping
wonderful.
you.
I was just looking at what Steve had put in there, and it said 20 broad arrows, and I was just making sure that I had my notes right.
I got one
That
sling
wasn't
on
good.
my
That was
back.
so
We're good.
much.
We're good.
Asawi! I'll leave it alone.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
so does he have heard any info, or is there someone I could talk to that would know, so we can get there? We're new to Harbor Rock. Just got here. Not sure what to do.
Matter of fact, I'd be willing to hire on some to take some of my supplies to Terraville. You just need to return with the receipt, and then I'll pay you upon return.
Well, we're going to Terraville to catch a train to go somewhere else. How much?
Oh, no, that won't work at all.
Yeah.
We're coming back.
But I'm looking to
eventually.
hire a group, so
Well, real quick, DM, if
Mhm.
off screen, Dodger just gets a plain scabbard that will fit the sword that's like super cheap and a belt, he'll walk back up and offer something to the conversation.
Okay.
I just need to know how much to take off out of his money for that.
Oh, for the belt and the thing?
Yeah.
3 marks.
3 marks? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then Dodger walks up and goes, well, if all you need is a receipt, and that's like paper, right? You can seal it up and send it on the post, right?
But we don't get paid until we come back with the receipt.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we are coming back eventually, but eventually, keyword.
Well, I can hold the money if you're not going to be away for too long.
Well, we could have them send word that we got it to them, so you know that we delivered it, and then we get the receipt. But we do have to go to.
Well, Gears, hang on. Aren't you eventually going to be coming back for the ship?
Yes, we will, but I just don't know how long.
Send it to the ship.
Well, we still have to come back with the receipt.
Well, if we send the receipt via post, and then he just delivers the money to your ship.
Oh, that's true. We could just tell Captain Baron.
Yeah.
There we go. Will that be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well then, yes, I have a group that would love to help you out.
Out of him not talking, that didn't answer your question of like who's going there, because now it's just you guys going there.
Oh, I have a whole group of 7 of us.
So does that mean you're providing the
carriage
cart to deliver your goods?
Yeah, someone have to drive the wagon.
Lorna's literally trying to balance the arrow like on her.
We can handle that. I'm sure one of us knows how to drive a wagon. Because I was like, I do. Okay.
I think I
So we just have to meet up with our friends there at another place right now, and we'll come back and we'll get it all scheduled. We'd like to get out today if possible. Are you ready today or tomorrow? Preferably today. In a few hours? That's fantastic. We will be back, but I gotta go buy some bullets. And yes, bullets. And I turn.
Audra turns, finally noticing Lorna balancing arrows upon arrows and just, whoa!
Oh no, it's
You
really
got a
just
lot.
one. It's just, but she's got all the other ones.
Well, I've got one on my back too. I was helping, holding stuff.
Well, you certainly got a lot of arrows.
They're pretty well balanced.
I'd say so. That's all Greek to me. I don't even know what Greek is. I don't know.
Greeks.
The language of the underground? I don't know.
Hey, your sword's not gonna cut your pants off.
No, and that's kind of nice. I'm tired of, like, replacing my belts. I've gone through, like, 5.
Why didn't you just get a scabbard?
Couldn't afford one.
How much are the scabbards?
There.
What was that?
I said, how much are the scabbards?
The scabbard was only 5 marks. 3 marks.
We'll get you a scabbard if it find ones that fits. We got it.
I think Lexi.
What?
Yuri has one.
I said he couldn't afford one.
That's why he didn't have one to start with.
Got you. I thought you just said you couldn't afford it. I'm like, oh my god, we'll buy you one. Please, I don't want your pants to fall off.
Get your bloody bullets. Quit shouting across the store.
Fine.
You're disrupting the customer.
We're just getting weird looks.
Cedric's just gonna be that one person in the grocery store with the list and just like hand over the list to somebody and it's done. That's
Man,
it.
you ruined it. That's actually what he was gonna do. It's gonna look like I'm just doing what you said. That's what
It's like I know characterization or something.
That's hilarious. Wow. Do I find bullets? How much do they
Oh
cost?
crap! Where's Win? Is Win still on my
Hands on your
shoulders?
shoulder.
Oh,
my God.
Wynn's been being very good.
I'm gonna be showing Win the arrow and like, what do you think, kind of thing. While Lexi goes
Bounces it on her
together,
finger.
switching
impressed by
it.
that.
She starts juggling them.
She gets like all of them. Bullets.
For whatever type of bullets
All
for
right,
this
I'm
gun.
looking for that. What about the rest of you? You're in the market,
Yeah.
Looking for the apothecary.
and you do. There's a couple little tents and such that are set up that you see, like herbs and poultices and things like that they've got in that space. And what your eye catches, there's this wagon in this bright red color with gold writing on there. It says Mr. Miracle's Cure-Alls, and he's got all these bottles and such out there, and he's like yelling out there, "Come by Mr. Miracle's Cure-Alls! Got the gout? Not anymore! You got..."
Do I believe him? Or is he one of those? She would have seen some of those before.
I don't know, roll your empathy.
Okay.
If he starts singing and has a small little boy with him named Toby, run away.
I was
No one?
thinking Pete's dragon.
Oh, I was totally thinking Sweeney Todd.
I was thinking Miracle
Pirelli-
Max.
I was thinking Miracle
Magic.
Max,
I was thinking Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. I was like, well, here we go.
He seems to believe in his product.
He believes in his product. Okay.
That's so convincing.
Cedric, what are you looking for?
Reagents!
I don't know where to go for that.
I will find them.
He begins perusing the various.
Suddenly, that gentleman
Please
who's yelling comes up and says,
describe
"Did I
Cedric
hear
perusing.
reagents? Well, I've got reagents for you. Come right here this way, sir." And starts puts his arm around you, and starts making his way to his wagon.
That is the
Whether-
first time I've seen someone actually go out of their way to intercept Cedric and even touch him.
Yeah, Cedric does not move, though he
Yes,
looks
I know.
down.
It's like you won't be able to move him, but
Cattell's a little alarmed also.
Cedric,
don't be shy, sir. I have exactly what you need.
he just stares at him for like 3 seconds, and he reaches into his coat and pulls out a piece of parchment that he unrolls.
I require these reagents.
I'll see what I can do. And he goes back to his wagon. He opens up the back part of it. He climbs into it. You see her clinking of bottles, like clink, clink. And you see him kind of reach out with the crate, set it on the ground, and he gets back in.
Will you be
Clinking
able to
around
tell
and
if
such.
they're legitimate?
Yes.
All right. He seems to believe in what he's selling, but overly charismatic people.
Yes.
All right.
Cedric makes his way over to the back to peer inside.
Cattell just
you-
kind of stands there and looks around.
You see he's got lots of jars and all sorts of concoctions in there, and just packed into this space, and he's sifting through it, and you see he's grabbing things. Goes to something else, pulls a pouch out, looks at it, like, and he sets it aside. But eventually he comes back, and he's got like a like a handful of just different little pouches and bottles and vials and whatnot. And he says, "I think this is everything that's on that list there. Would you like to look it over?"
Yes.
Kind of steps over to the side where he's got like a little table kind of set up there by his wagon. He puts everything down.
Cedric begins opening pouches, peering inside, bringing it up to his mask, looking at it, and then putting them to a side if he believes that they're the actual things that he needs to make his mutagens or not. And after that process, if he's satisfied, he'll turn back to him. Say,
I will take these.
Very good. And he starts, all right. So he's
he catches him while he's about to do some calculations or whatever.
I require one more thing.
He says as he leans in closely.
Do you have
A calming balm.
Calming balm?
Elixir.
Calming bomb, absolutely. I have a calming bomb. I got calming bombs everywhere. What kind are you looking for?
Something to ease the mind.
He walks over to the front of his shop where he's got his stand out there, and he comes back and he's got this little jar, this big. He comes and he holds it out to you, and he pops the lid off of it. It looks like it's got this like a bluish cream in it, with little green looks like almost like salts type stuff mixed in with it.
What is this?
It'll calm anybody.
What is it comprised of?
Well, that's trade secret, my friend. He pops the lid back on.
I'm gonna reap secrets here, and
Get it.
Now you have to eat his brain to do that. So
Just get a straw.
We have a mind flayer in the party? That's terrifying.
So you get an insight bonus.
my
on your
empathy is
perception.
gone.
Yep.
What is it now?
What's that?
His empathy, he said it's gone.
My empathy's gone. All I have is Arcana, Investigate, and Research and Treat. I don't have Perception either.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to tell you that for a while now.
Wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Sorry, those dropped off. Here they are. I think it was when I was messing with Lorna.
Always messing with our characters.
I don't know. Trying to make them more efficient.
Every game is something new.
All these blue ones that you get for free. Right, put them all back out there.
Did any of these have ranks?
Yep,
I don't remember.
I do. Just a sec.
Do you remember
I do.
what my skill ranks were from last time?
All right.
Do I have any other background skills, or is it just alchemy and herbalism? Didn't I have
It was,
some?
it was just alchemy and herbalism because the rest
Okay.
are all adventuring skills.
Oh, their knowledge. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, empathy.
Hold
Is
on.
this with my Is this with my Reaper of Secrets modifier?
No, you'll have to add
Okay.
that yourself. It's not empathy. It was perception or empathy, depending upon what you're trying to pick up. If you're just trying to perceive that, it's perception. Okay.
Oh, it's perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's then it allows you to, well, it's Reaper of Secrets, so that just allows you to, actually it probably would be,
It's a secret.
I mean, it doesn't tell you what his secret is.
Yeah.
Helps
No,
you
I'm
discern it,
just.
though, yeah?
I'm literally just trying to judge whether or not he's attempting to.
If you're wondering if he's legit, yes, it's legit. He is, like, what you can witness in there, you think you know what, you could probably decipher what some of the ingredients are
All
with
right.
your skill.
He nods, brings it to his mask. Does it smell of anything?
Yeah, it smells like menthol.
He hands it back.
I will also take this unguent.
Okay. Let's see.
Just gotta insult everyone everywhere you go, don't you?
Now I'm just gonna think of Vic's vapor rub.
Right? That's all.
I'm pretty sure it is Vix.
I mean, to
Rub
be
it
fair,
in.
not a bad thing.
It's not.
Very calming. It's one of my menthol's probably one of my favorite scents at this point.
It's
That's a, that'll be 50 guild.
He just looks at him for a sec.
I have 3 guilds.
I have the money.
pulls back the ball. Like, well, sir, it's been nice doing business with you. And he starts putting all his stuff off.
Wait.
Grab his shoulder.
Trade.
He looks suspiciously, but he's waiting.
Cedric
He shoved
reaches
Cattell
in.
forward. Like, what are you trading?
Take this.
I got 2.
Also, all of my items are gone. All I have is my weapons now. I had some stuff.
You had money before too.
Well,
Well, that's written over on the side there, isn't it? I see it written on your character sheet.
yeah, but didn't I have some like stuff from the library?
Yes, that stuff. Yeah. I don't know why that dropped off, but let me hit this button. Maybe I'll put it back.
That's always a
Alright.
great thing. Let me just hit this button and see if it fixes everything.
I had some.
me hit it.
funky
Sometimes you have to
magical-
refresh the sheet, so I was just refreshing it, see if it popped in.
I had some funky magical doodads.
Yeah, I know
Um,
what that is. You had those books too.
Yeah, I also had the books. And he just begins pulling stuff out and placing it on the table, just one
Yeah,
by
the-
one.
This
Yeah,
has
Dust
to
of the
be
Secret
somewhat
Path.
near us.
Well, Cattell's kind of watching this all happen. And I step forward. Is everything all right, Cedric?
Yes.
Do you need a little extra money?
We shall see.
Kind of glance over the papers. Are you okay with parting with any of those? They
Yes.
right.
You know, I could teach you how to meditate for free. That might help calm your mind.
I was gonna say, Melvin's just getting a really interesting greeting to this group.
I don't know
I
what
don't know
kind
if
of.
you have anything really. Maybe the dust. Yeah, that dust of the Secret Path. You'll take that in your books
All of that?
and your guild.
Very well.
After I just put it on your sheet.
Yes, take it away. Take it away, magic man.
Wait.
Give me my
Was the
unguents.
location of that special horn among his items? Or was that somebody else?
Let's see here. He had the bibliographic reference, which I know didn't have anything. He had the Failed Prophecy book. It talked about the Oracle of Veth. Not to be confused with the Veth we all know and love.
Because if he had
And
the horn one, I'm gonna
he
say
did
no.
not have anything about the
Okay.
horn. That wasn't anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cattell would be keeping
I have
an
books
eye out for
that Cedric is never going to use. He's already read them. And
One of them is a bibliographic reference. Very
Yeah.
handy.
The irony is that he's just possibly put this man in so much trouble.
yeah, that's
Possibly.
I mean, you know,
we're a
Petra's
few
while
towns
away.
over. It's time
She's
to
not
move
going
on
to
to
say
the
anything. If
goods.
she doesn't
We're-
see the horn one, that's the only one that she was particularly
Baby.
interested in.
Yeah, Cedric has just been carrying these around in case someone needed them, but he doesn't care.
They are gone now. All right. I don't have that urgent prepped right now, but just write it down in your notes.
I'll just put it in the currency section. Oh,
Yep.
wait. Are there notes? Oh, there are notes
Yep.
at the bottom. I just found it.
All right.
Bellamy would like to now buy the skull of a small creature. You know, I don't know. I'm just
I have no cash. I just need food and water at the moment.
I'll be taking care of that, so don't worry about that.
Oh, I was about to say Dodger's gonna be taking care of that.
Oh, so we're together at the place where you get it,
Everybody's
so
gonna fight.
Yeah.
we'll have that covered. So
So, Cedric, did you get everything that you need?
Ah.
All right, let's go meet the others back at the inn. Start leading the way to the Silver Inn.
I was being
All right.
serious, Cedric. I will teach you to meditate to calm your mind. I have a couple.
I do not require meditation.
Oh, okay.
What did you get?
Reagents.
Right. We're one of them for... Never mind. I don't know anything about any of that. I'll keep walking.
Cedric looks back at Belmy and then faces him. And then turns back and continues walking.
And Belmy is really confused. It's a strange group.
You have no idea.
He's following along. They seem like at least they don't want to kill him, so.
Well, that's always good, right?
The bar is so
So
low.
low. Just
Come
so,
on.
so low. All right, we're going to say... For 5 guild for 10 shots.
Booze?
10 bullets.
Oh, we're back to
bullets.
me. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay, so 5 guild for 10. Okay. How many did I already have?
6.
I had 6.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There was 6. No, 6 in the chamber, and then they were aligned to the side. Another 12 in the case.
Okay, so I'll just do. I didn't know there was that many.
They're kind of like all aligned along.
Okay, I didn't know
side
that.
That was sitting in.
Okay, well I'll just do 10 more then.
Okay.
So that's 5 more. Okay. All right. Okay, so should I just start telling you stuff that I think that I want prices on, or just give you a list of
Just send it to me in some form or fashion.
right now?
Hmm?
Or right
Did
now?
you write
or?
it all down, or did you
Welcome
type
to
it?
our
I,
shopping
well, I
episode.
know. Well, I want rope, grappling hook. I want rations for 7 people for multiple days. I'm like, all that stuff that I know we're gonna need for the trip. That's the stuff that I need to make sure that we get.
Missed supplies for traveling.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know what he is giving along with it. Like, is he feeding
A
his
wagon.
horses? I don't want to feed his
he'll have feed
horses
for
and
the-
stuff.
yes,
Okay.
no,
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm
We'll
like,
have feed for the horses.
okay. So yeah, so that's stuff, and then how much, like, I guess we're gonna need bedrolls and stuff like that to sleep
Some people
on.
already have bedrolls.
Yeah,
Okay, who already
No,
has
it-
bedrolls?
one of retrieved. She
I would say, like, as far as like bedrolls and stuff, you would have that on the ship.
Okay, so
you
I don't
you
know
guys-
what we
you can get
have,
that stuff
so-
off the ship, yeah.
But
Roger
just
totally stole it. Stole his. Totally stole his.
wait, what?
He's all like, all stuffed in his shirt. He's just,
He just became a very robust.
don't mind me.
But
Don't
yeah,
mind me there, gents.
but rope, grappling hook, food, water.
Basic adventurers. kit.
Basic adventure stuff is what I'm trying to get us, so we are prepped for the trip to Terraville.
Gotcha.
I feel like going, Belmy, what do you need?
Everything.
I still don't think you told us your name.
No, he
Yeah, he
didn't.
did.
Did he finally tell us? Dude, what you need? Dude.
Yeah, just about everything that you need to live. Bedroll. The things you got on the ship.
Oh, do I need
just-
to open this up and read all this right now?
You have to read right now, but
Okay.
yeah, that will take care of all that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put anybody through any more
Okay.
shopping.
Okay, but I'm just taking care of all that. And then
All right.
he said a couple hours.
They said look at he'll get it together and he'll be on the wagon.
All around. Excellent. Okay. And then the info of who we're giving this, taking this to and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
he's
we'll
got.
be-
He's
Okay.
gonna get all the paperwork up, and when you get there, he walks you through.
Okay.
Once you get there, that you'll need to get it signed and have their seal on it, and he even tells you where to take it to have the post
Excellent.
get it back to him, and then he gets your information on your ship and where it's docked stuff, so that way he can get the money
Okay.
to the ship.
Great.
Oh. would Cattell, through the day and a half, 2 days we've been here, have seen a post for Ætherealms?
Yeah, especially on the spaces that you've been walking around in, because it's like the main thoroughfare, and there's a post workers guild house there where that's by hand that they take it. There's a Ætherealm station here in Harbor Rock as well, and then you've noticed some like signs up and posting where if people have to work with ships and stuff that are coming in, to give them messages to take with them if they're going to a particular.
Okay, she's just gonna go to I'll meet you guys at the inn, and she's gonna go over to the nearest ether post just for.
Oh wait, I'm not with you.
Oh, said stick together.
Well, what's funny? As soon as she's out, I'll get ready to say, "Wait, we gotta tell Captain," but you're not with us.
Yeah. So it's really is Cedric and stop her.
Cedric will just continue following her.
I don't know. I'm following the two of them. I don't know.
The blind leading the blind.
Okay, and while that's going on,
There's this awkward power struggle of no one wanting to lead, but multiple people take the lead at different moments and call each other out on their BS.
Well, I'm gonna send Lorna and Dodger back to the inn because I'm gonna run to the ship and tell Captain Barron all the info really quick.
Nope.
I don't. So all of us are gonna go do that and take more time. I'm trying to just make this quick.
Yeah, and the last time we tried to make this quick, you got jumped and kidnapped. Nope.
How about this? You two go back to the ship. I'll go to the inn, get us a table, get us food, get us drinks, all that good stuff while we wait. I'll be safe over there. Plus, I'm the most expendable between the two of you. I've been here the least amount of time.
Well,
yeah?
No one's expendable, but... okay, just... that way they'll know that you're there and we're... okay, yes.
I'll get us a table, it's fine.
Would... go with the lad, please. If there's any trouble, come get us. At the ship.
He hops down and kind of skitters after him.
And as
She doesn't
Cattell has these
climb
guys
on him,
just
though.
following her, so watching them awkwardly.
Yeah.
And I jog after Lexi, not liking the situation at all.
But we have to tell him to expect this stuff. And give him the details.
She's
we
more
have
concerned
to.
with what else Lexi might tell him.
Oh, that's true.
Not to mention getting jumped again.
Me? What? Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running to the ship really quick just to almost like a run by of like, hey, Captain Barron, this is happening! And I'm running. Just so he knows.
He's not even there.
Yeah, he's
Ætherealms station.
Yeah, and I just... okay. Just wait here, it's gonna be 2 seconds. And I go in and I have my message delivered.
All right.
Come back out.
You need to let me know what your message is.
Yeah. I'll send you a doc that has the stuff that she's been writing.
Perfect.
I really like the idea of you walking in and Bellamy going, so, how's it going? To Cedric, and he just like stares back at him or something.
Yeah, he just looks at you.
He's not much of a talker. All right, it's been 2 seconds. Let's go.
In 2 seconds.
All right, you make your way back.
That didn't work.
What's that?
Look, you'll look at the chat and realize it later.
I see it.
What chat? Which one?
We had a hype train going, and I was trying to keep it going, and I gifted to Ætherealms some stuff.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
I feel the
If
love.
I got to choose, clearly I do not know how to work the Twitch.
What is this magic?
Anyway, moving on. Sorry.
Backsplat.
All right, so running by this ship, do you climb up it? Because it's still, I mean, it's floating there.
Well, I mean, isn't there like a ladder or something? Like,
Yeah. You can
Or like
climb
a
up on it.
gangplank?
It's just not like a run by like you were saying, and like I'm gonna, it's not like ground level. It's hovering
I
up
start
there.
climbing up. I'm assuming after Lexi.
Okay. All right, get up there. Ship's quiet. Sakabi's still there.
Oh, we could
Resting.
check on Sakabi too before we leave.
Well, I mean, I
And
did
Rock
check
Band's
on him like
still
a
there.
day ago.
That's true. You did just check on, but.
Yeah.
And Verbana.
This hasn't been very long. And Rockgan's still there. Although he's sleeping.
Okay.
Captain is not there.
He's not there. So I will tell. Oh, you said Sakabi's sleeping? Or no, Rockgan was sleeping.
So is Sakabi. Everybody's, yeah.
It's the
What time is it?
day.
Oh, well, one was massively wounded, and the other one,
Sakabi's
Okay,
recovering, sleeping. And Raka just there's nothing to cook for, so he's just chilling.
I will write a note to the captain. I will write it up and I will tell him all the details of what was told to me from the guy. So he knows that stuff will be kept, our payment will come to the ship, blah, blah, all that stuff. I'll kind of summarize it into this note. And I'll leave it on his desk. And I will, I'm going to go to Sakabi and just peek in and just kind of nudge him. Just to go that and just like, Sakabi. Sorry, I'm sorry. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
I was sleeping.
I know, I'm sorry. The captain's not here. I've left a note for the captain. So when he gets back, make sure he gets the note that's on his desk. We've got everything set to get to Terravale to get to the mission that we need to go to. But I wanted him to know the details. But that's it, just make sure he gets that note.
Terravale.
Okay. Get feeling better. And I pat him on the head and I'm like... Look at your face.
Lorna's just gonna shake her head. Can we head back now?
Yes. Shh, don't wake him up.
I've been keeping him alive for the last week. And she just starts shoving her. Like she just throws up her hands and falls.
Here, I just woke him up. I'm like, shh, don't wake him up.
Yeah. Head back to the inn.
All right. Everybody gets back to the Silver Inn
The gang's back together.
without getting jumped.
Yay!
There's a whole spread of food already at the table ready. There's waters and like a flight of whatever like ales they have. He's unsure of what people would drink, but there's a flight and waters and foods. Enough for a good hot meal before we leave, so our bellies are full. That's important. And how much do I owe the barkeep? Or the tavern?
Cool. How about 2 guild?
2 guild? Okay. That I can do.
Yeah, he's at your familiar table too.
Right.
By sheer happenstance.
Yes.
This
Still
are
a
all
black
the
screen to me.
Yeah, it's all black.
emotional.
Is there anything that's going to pop up or
What's that?
on the screen it went black? Is there something that's going to pop up or?
Yeah, something will pop up here eventually. It was shipped in maps.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if it's taking a second to do, but yeah, it's just changing maps.
All right. So when we get there, we see this awesome spread.
Yes.
Can we
So
get there? Yep.
who's all there?
Who's
already gotten there?
everybody.
I know if everyone was
everybody's
there.
there
Okay,
now.
that's what I was asking.
They probably beat us there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they beat you there.
So I as soon as I get in, I look to Dodger. Did you fill him in on what's going on?
Was I supposed to?
Okay, so I was like, all right. So I looked to everyone else, and I was like, I was able to set up a carriage full of supplies that were going to help the trade person with the delivery that they need to get it to TTRPG, and so that way we didn't have to be on foot because it's 3 days by carriage. So they will pay us to do that. We just have to have the receipt that it was delivered. I left a note for the captain that this is what's happening, and that when the receipt gets back to the traders, gentlemen, they will send our payment for helping him out to the ship, and it'll be waiting for us when we get there.
All right.
You're welcome! And I sit down. All proud of myself, like I got it all handled.
Laura sits down and immediately starts examining one of the other arrows that she hasn't spent time examining because she's just utterly fascinated at this point. And maybe grabbing food every once in a while. Is Wynn on the
Wynn
table
didn't
as
come
well?
in. No, Wynn did not come in.
She goes back outside looking for Wynn.
I thought Wynn was with...
Wynn's on the rooftop across the street, just chilling.
Wynn, you gonna come in?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
There's food.
I'm okay.
Are you
Little
sure?
thumbs up.
Don't go too far. We'll probably be leaving soon.
I'll be here.
Go back inside.
Everything all right with your furry friends?
She's fine. She's just
All right.
keeping watch, I suppose. Or something. I don't know. Maybe a bit of both.
What kind of spirit is that? I've never seen something quite like it.
Grandinienen.
Told you she didn't
Bless
like
you.
that phrase.
Yeah, did he just cough or something?
Apparently it's an insult.
It is not an insult. It is what it is.
Well,
But it seems to upset her.
and I've known her a good portion of my life. At least for a while now. And she's never referred to herself as that. Nor has anyone else. I'm just saying.
In this case, it just might be better to call her by her name.
It is not here.
We're still respectful. You know, to call something by its given name or chosen name is still a respectful thing, you know?
Well, you have to understand, when he said it before, he wasn't doing it to insult Wynn. He was just, that's what kind of creature is what it is to him. That was it. That's all that happened before.
But he's
Oh.
continued to do it ever since, even though she's expressed that she doesn't wish it.
She's not here for him to...
I am. And I get up and I walk out.
Oh, sorry I asked. I opened a whole can of worms, and I do apologize.
The last couple of days have been a little strenuous for everyone.
Well, the only promise that was made before was that he was not to say that in front of Wynn. So now he knows he has to not say it in front of Lorna as well, because it offends her as well. So we're still getting to know each other, as you guys can tell.
We haven't been together very, very long.
Well, then I suppose I'm in good company. I see, what was it? Dodger? You're new to this group as well.
Yeah. I just got to know Gears over here over a few days on the ship, and then when she went missing, I was supposed to get in contact with her earlier this morning. She never showed, and that's when I met the rest of them. To make a long story short.
Yeah.
What's next? Where are y'all headed?
Well, we have to get to Terravale to catch a train to... Is it Mirmore? How do you pronounce it? Because I know I'm butchering it every time I say it.
Mirmore.
Mirmore. Okay, we're heading there for a job with that Templeton Fisk wants us to do.
Wait, what?
The ship that you're on is owned by Fisk.
And the man.
All right, it
who
was
had you
lovely seeing you all,
kidnapped-
and I'd like
Yeah.
to keep me head, so I'ma go.
Well, now
This is gonna be great. All right. And he's like
I'm
gotten
adopted.
very, very pale and starts to stand up and just
Can I just grab him by his coat and just tug him down back into his seat?
None of us
We're
are
all-
happy
strong
with
hands
this.
there, like lady.
We're all a little perturbed about the situation.
We're finding out more about him. As
I don't think any of us realized. Surfacely, we understood what kind of man he was, but things have gotten complicated.
Yeah, but do any of you have a price on your head from that man? Hi. I'd like to keep mine.
well, so far he has no idea that you're with us.
Yet. That's what I'm worried about. He's got lots of birds in lots of different places. Believe me, I know. I used to be one.
I look Dodger in the eye. Do you want to stay with this group? Be a part of it?
I mean,
Templeton off the desk.
Templeton off the desk company is very much appreciated. I do better with people. That man just scares the blazes out of me.
If you are a part of my company, Templeton Fisk cannot touch you.
You can guarantee that.
He will lose his head if he does. That is why I am here. He'd be bringing that upon himself because that is why he hired me.
Wait, what did he hire you for?
Protecting all of you. That's why I'm here.
Well, all I know is I can't upset Fisk for what my accord is with him. So if things go bad with Fisk, things go bad for me. So I have to be very careful. I'm not just thinking of myself, I am thinking of Atrix as well.
He's the one you're looking after.
Yes. And he is back in Petra, so I have to make sure that whatever I do...
Now, why do you have a price on your head there, Dodger? Would you say something bad about his wife or something?
Nah, it's a bit more complicated than that. Let's just say I did say earlier I used to be one of his little birds. I didn't know that I was one of his little birds. Granddad worked for him, not my actual granddad, the guy that looked after myself and the rest of the urchins. And we were a bunch of little birds. We go find secrets and listen in on things. And let's just say a friend of mine, one of the other birds, didn't come back from listening in, and he was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be and got himself into a spot of trouble. And I went after him, and one thing led to another, and I killed his prize nephew. So there's that. Now there's a price in my head. It's a fun time.
Well, all right.
That's why I can't go back to Petra.
And part of me is not wanting to return at all.
Understandable. He's a very bad man.
Well,
It's not just him, it's that whole place.
I will be returning to Petra.
Well, you have someone to go back to.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check on Lorna. And I'm going to grab some, like, nuts, bread, berries, things I've seen Wynn eat. And then come out, look for her.
Where did Lorna go when she left?
She climbed up on the roof to sit next to Wynn.
Oh, okay.
I'm turning to Belmy. Where are you from, Belmy?
Well, I'm from all over the place, but generally in and around the wastes. I was a bit of a nomad, not staying in one place for too long. So I don't really have a place I can call home.
Why are you here in Harbor Rock?
Well,
Or did they bring you here?
as for why I was tied up, I'm not sure. As for why I'm in Harbor Rock, I'm just, hopping from one place to another, trying to keep my head low.
What did Fisk want you to do that you refused?
Well, I have particular talents that he was interested in.
Being...
I have a few arcane abilities that are rare. I stopped some. I try to keep myself under the radar, and I maybe revealed too much in public. And I guess one of his agents caught wind, and now he wanted my services. I said no. Anyway, for now, I guess I'm just trying to, again, stay under the radar.
So, you and Dodger both need to avoid Fisk, okay.
Well, I don't think I'm in his bad graces. I respectfully declined. I said no.
Do you know
thank
what
you.
just happened back there? I think it's... Hopefully
I
it doesn't
think
get out that
that's
it's
a bit-
us. Because then
Yeah,
that's
but I
going to
think
mess
that's a
up
bit
my
more
accord.
I think that's a bit more of Fisk has not taken no for an answer, and if the two of us, I know a bit about disguising oneself. The two of us disguise ourselves fairly well and traveling with a bunch of adventurers who are up and coming in power and whatnot. It makes a bit of sense why we'd be traveling together and still flying a bit under the radar as long as we stayed mostly out of his sphere of influence. He's got a long reach, but if we stay mostly out of it, or mostly out of his main areas of influence, the two of us should be alright. And if you need to go back there, we could disguise ourselves and just lie low while we're there.
To be clear, I didn't kill no cousin or nephew of this guy, so if he sees me around and I say hi, I'm sure he's not trying to chop my head off.
Right, but we have to worry about
Cheers.
Captain Baron telling him that if we dip back to the ship and you guys stay on the ship, him telling Fisk that you're on the ship.
Well, I'm sure he'd be happy to know that I'm with his, something like his envoys or party member, whatever it is. If he finds out I'm with y'all, then he knows that I'm more or less working for him, so he'll be happy to know that.
I'm not entirely sure we have to worry about the captain telling anybody, because the last time I saw him, he was still on the ground in a mudstream when we were absconding.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the ship when we left, is my point.
Okay.
At least that's what I saw. I could be wrong.
I know, I'm like going, okay, how do I... Where was he?
This could mean two different.
I know, that's what I was like, what?
I know, theories upon theories.
I know, I'm like,
Catel's
so-
not there, but my brain is going.
so,
Same.
So-
I'm like, well, things I don't know in character, but now
I know, like, okay, so where was he?
He was running down the docks. He was on the docks, running through the cargo while everything was on fire and we were leaving. He was down there, and we were physically going away on the ship. He was still there. Because I just snuck up on the ship and stowed away.
Well, he was
through one of the portholes.
Dangling from the ship, if I remember correctly. Wasn't he dangling from the ship when we started pulling away, when Val started pulling us away?
Was it really him, though?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Well, because my thing is, because Val was pulling away, and the captain was coming towards the ship and got the ladder.
Yeah, because I
That's
think
what Val told you.
I helped him. I helped pull him up.
Yeah, I would say so. It was like,
I mean, I'm not there, but I'm just saying.
no, that's I'm trying to remember.
I'm pretty sure.
Because that's been many, many, many episodes ago.
There.
So some version of the captain came with us, and some other version was left behind.
Which is the real captain, is the question.
I know. Okay. Crap.
I don't think they're coming back.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, now I'm like thinking of the alleyway, and like, of course they don't. I'm like, my head's exploding right now.
Well, while the rest of us are reeling, how are Lorna?
Yeah, I'm just like
going outside on the
Tell
rooftop.
going.
Let Lexi process.
oh my gosh.
So does Cattell
So
see?
Cattell steps outside. Give me a perception check if you notice them up, because they're high up.
I'll be right back.
So you kind of looking down the street each way, glancing, and nothing's really, for some reason, just a draw, and you kind of look up and you see them perched up on the roof across the street.
I'm going to climb my way up, like I do.
Like you do. All right, so Lorna, you see Cattell kind of glance up in your direction and then kind of moves to the side of the building, because that's where you climb the best. That's how you got up there. And make her way up. Wynn, in the meantime, is curled up on your lap.
I come and sit next to her. You all right?
Well enough. I don't like this place.
I don't like places in general, and I'll take out the food that I brought, and if she's hungry.
You see Wynn's on her on her lap, asleep, but then like her back leg, which has little hands on it too, kind of reaches back, like holds it out without her even opening her eyes.
For how I reacted when she used that spell, it's complicated. I made a point to make sure that I can get out of any situation, disappear. That was the first time I've seen a prison I could not feasibly free myself from. And it brought back some memories, and it scared me. I'm sorry if that upset her. I'm sorry, Lynn.
I'll glance down at Wynn.
She kind of opens up one little eye and then closes it again.
He's still being a brat.
She sort of reminds me of someone else. But,
Really?
yeah. In some ways. Different in several others. But
Was that person a pain in the arse as well?
every day.
Need.
There's There's a reason she wears the type of pants she does, and it's not just because of some kind of armor protection against normal weaponry. She learned long ago.
In the beginning, he got in as much trouble as Wynn here. He grew out of it after some interference. I don't know.
To be fair, she's never been to places like we've been. Neither have I. My reaction has been less obvious. But
No, it was obvious, but I think some personalities have an easier time picking up on social cues and adapting. Others either don't or just don't care.
more likely, she doesn't care much. I just don't think I want to fit in. Not in a place like this. The sky scheme's trapped.
Yeah. Where I come from, open skies all around. I miss that.
Me as well. Unless you're in the woods. But even then, that's where the sky belongs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry she scared you. And I can guarantee you, she'd never use anything like that on you without a very good reason, generally to keep you safe. Right?
I kind of like nudge Wynn a little bit, like,
Like with a little thumb up.
I'm less afraid of her doing it and then realizing that someone else in a position of power could either implement it or find a way. I don't think it's a problem anymore. It should have been long enough. And most people tend to forget me or not care after a while. So, I think it's over. Should be.
I find it hard to believe that many would forget you.
What do you mean?
You made a bit of an impression on this group.
Oh. I don't know.
Definitely, with your display. I understand taking a life. Even putting one out of its misery. He was pretty far gone. I don't even know if I could have helped him. But your eyes changed.
I might have been projecting on someone whom I couldn't touch. But it was mostly to just end it. And besides, if any of them lived, then our faces would be known and put everybody in trouble with Fisk, whom, and I lower my voice very low, I think we're going to have to kill.
We may have a bigger problem then. One of them
Yeah.
did live. At least one. The giant fella. I didn't know that was the plan. I'm
It
pretty sure it
wasn't.
would have lived anyway. It just, I helped it along a bit.
The sad thing is that I'm thinking more like a criminal in that aspect than what I was before. This environment has taken all of my experience and my beliefs and tipped it on its head. But at this point, it's about survival, because from Fisk's reputation, this isn't going to go away. We're all in danger. Whether he implements an attack on us immediately or he waits for a more opportune moment.
Do you really think he'd come after us? I mean, technically, if he... Well, most have an accord with him. What's the point?
I have an accord with him, but it doesn't necessarily stop him from hurting anyone, taking their lives. It depends on the language. I don't know. I know men like him who would. But there are others who let it go. It's about personality and their goals, how they want to be perceived. I don't know about Fisk enough to really know in which direction he would be pulled. Did they find the box that Lexi was looking for?
It sounded like, from what Lexi said, a man who had the skills like, well, like our old first mate, to disappear in a puff of smoke. Did just that.
Well, for all we know, it was him.
It's possible.
Working for Fisk, and I'm sure he's willing to do more dirty work than we are. At least, what I am.
So what's the plan then? I can tell you this, Lexi has to go back.
I know.
She has people there.
At least one.
I'm free to go where I please, I suppose.
I am, for the most part. My accord was simple. It was protect everybody on the crew and get paid. And if I didn't, then I'm on my own. But I know it's complicated for others. Lexi is the one I'm most concerned about, and her friend.
I suppose it also wonders how long the accords last for, and
Well, even if the accord ends, if he wanted to, he could still go after her. I don't know what he is.
I met her friend. He's a good man.
You say that like you're not sure if he's a man.
Oh, well, he's a bit different, like the people we've seen here. But he's nice. And I have a feeling a man like Fisk knows how to hurt a person.
More ways than one, I suppose. There are options, but I don't know.
I don't know this business very well, but I do know how some can say one thing and mean another. I've met some of the more skilled at it, and Fisk is pretty good. We need to be careful.
Yeah.
And I wish we'd never laid eyes on that box.
Starting to feel the same, but they say ignorance is bliss, but it also can get you into trouble without you ever knowing it. For all he knows, his secret's safe, but we're gonna have to watch our backs from now on. If I thought we had any friends where I come from, or if I had any friends left, we might have some help, but...
Where is that exactly? Is it nearby?
No. I lived in Anemos for several years before leaving. Had some pretty powerful friends until I found out they didn't feel that way about me. Pleasing his father.
DM, I would know where Anemos is. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the largest city near where you live.
It's not where I grew up, but
I never really spent time there, but I'm from that area as well. Bitten into the mountains, towards the mountains.
Yeah, the thought crossed my mind that you might be early on.
So,
Oh, well.
I can't say that I could gather help either. Plus, they're very far away.
Hmm.
Not that they would even know what to do.
I'm sure my associates would be able to think of something, but it's hard to call on someone who you're not really sure your relationship with them anymore.
Seems like that sort of deal might cost you more than you're willing to pay.
I don't know. It was confusing. But we should probably head back in. Are you... I know Cedric is... I don't know. He thinks differently. More logically, I think. I don't know if he really understands the emotional aspect that his words have, or the effect of them. He might not care for all I know. I don't know. I'm not a very good people reader, as it turns out.
I think Cedric has his own mind made up. I have several questions for him.
We
I nearly
actually
killed
need,
him.
Right, we actually need to have that conversation with him
Very
about
much
what
so.
he is and what's okay and not okay, because that was a shot out of the dark a little bit.
I was gonna ask some questions, but we had the other two with us, and I don't know how he feels about revealing it, but at the same time, I kind of don't care. But then he started talking about Wynn, and I got angry, and...
Right.
Well, also, should we be heading out fairly soon? It seems...
Yeah, I think we need to make sure everyone's fed, ready to go. It's probably about time to get the show on the road.
Well, now, is Wynn still fake sleeping here, or is Wynn, like, actually...
all of
Surprisingly,
the food still in
springs
my
up
lap?
as soon as it's like time to go. It's like,
Is Wynn still in my lap, or
yeah.
has she changed positions?
Nope, she stayed in your lap.
Do I still have some
Oh,
food,
it's
or is
gone.
If you've been handing it to her, she's been like
Yeah.
passing it along her hands into her mouth. She just,
okay.
Dodger's inside the table, like going, "Why don't they eat? They didn't stay."
No. Here's the thing. While they've been gone, if y'all have finished eating and there's still food
He's
on the
like-
table, it is slowly going into his bag.
You paid for it. why
I'm not leaving good food on the
I'm
table.
eating.
Oh no.
that's been brought on table.
Cedric hasn't eaten at all.
Yes, I know, Cedric.
We know.
Well, they don't.
That's true, they don't. He does not eat. He does not blink.
Watches you eat.
Yeah, he was actually
All
watching
the
it.
sideways looks, which is
Yeah, because I think
wanting to question it, but you know, some people are like that, I guess.
welcome to our world.
Yeah, Bellamy's gonna keep trying to get hungry, and he's gonna,
I could feed Cedric.
Don't feed the Cedric.
Yeah, don't.
Is it after
Especially after midnight. Yeah.
And
No feeding
Cadel's
Cedric after
actually,
midnight.
Like, Cadel's actually at this point now starving because she hasn't eaten for like 2 days. So,
Yeah, I don't think Lorna really has.
Yeah, because you guys bailed on the captain's dinner too and didn't touch it.
we were emotional fasting.
What's going on?
Hence the reason why the good food is going in the bag.
Out of
His friends
curiosity-
must have full stomachs.
Out of curiosity, I don't think Wynn really wants to go back in there, and I was just gonna go find something else to eat.
Do you think? And she pulls out her little money bag that just has the marks that she got from.
Do I see how can I gauge how much is left?
This is literally the money she has.
Yeah.
Lexi has all the rest of the
I
money.
have the money.
It's 11 marks. That's
Yeah.
what she has.
What kind of level marks get you?
Oh yeah, you can eat with low marks. Yeah. You can
That would
find some
feed you,
decent food.
but
Yep.
my advice is that money can disappear quickly. Best to just...
I've noticed that. You should have seen how much Lexi spent on arrows and such.
Yeah, Lexi, from what I had heard from just the crew, money is meant to be spent, and I have a different philosophy, but my circumstances are different than hers, so...
Never had much use for it. We traded mostly. And then made things. I mean, we sort of used it. At times.
It's
just
useful in circumstances. I think it would be better if... I know Wynn is upset, and we're all in our own ways upset, but there's something to be said of letting things go. I have had to let a lot of things go. And from experience, it can make you sick if you don't. In more ways than one.
Wynn, you willing to go back inside? Or you want to stay out here?
She leaps. She's down on the ground now by the door.
If I'm terribly honest, I think it was more that she freaked you out. I think Cedric she'd just punch the nose if she really wanted to.
I'd like to see that. And I'll hop down after Wynn.
I just imagine.
And he's like, stop it.
Cedric just not reacting at all.
No, he just take it. Yeah, Catel's gonna go back inside, and if there's anything still on the table, she's gonna ravenously, like, she's... Now that everything's, like, kind of been taken care of, she still has some anxiety and stuff going on, but not at the point to not be too sick to eat. So she's eating.
Dodger would have probably left, like, plates for the two that had left their food there. But if it was all right, let's just go, then he would have just scooped them. But he respectfully left their food there for him. Just the main course stuff that wasn't already divvied up on the plates. That's gone. That's in the bag.
That's the ambient noise you all were talking about.
I know, I just got it too.
I saw that and I was like, whoa, hi.
Hi.
I have it muted.
What's the mood at the table?
Catel is doing her just...
Well, no, as you two come in, what's the mood at the table?
Eating and enjoying, and because I know we're getting ready to get on the road.
Like awkwardness for Mr. Stairs a lot.
I'm so used to it doesn't even bother me. I'm just like, I just keep talking.
For Belmy and Dodja, it's just...
He's a nut that we can't crack. Yeah.
Pretty much
No, you can't.
Right now,
Dodger will be pulling, like, bread roll pieces and just throwing it at Cedric's face. Like,
Okay, when you start doing...
something.
Now, if you start doing that, I'll start batting it down, and I'll be like, that's enough.
After two of them, he catches the third. He just catches it and looks at you.
I was like, come on.
Oh, you gotta... all right, then. That's... all right.
I'll take the piece and I'll eat it.
Is this what we come
He
into?
never eats.
No, he does not. He'll drink.
Yeah, he'll drink.
But
he does not eat.
Yeah.
He doesn't blink either, if you ever notice.
Cedric,
I have.
just so you are aware, we haven't forgotten about the talk we need to have later. And Cadella just starts stuffing her face, gnawing on the bones, all the way down of her meat.
Lorna eats, but not nearly as ravenously. She's
Catel could put some food away.
she's
Cedric-
also very used to just not eating a lot, and subsisting on much less. So she's just kind of probably gives about half or leaves about half of her plate, whatever Wynn didn't pick off of it as well, and then
They could
seeing
put some food away
Dodger.
too.
Yeah, Wynn can. Seeing
It's
Dodger
gonna
kind
win
of
in
do
an
stuff.
eating contest.
Cedric
Oh my
pushes his
gosh.
plate towards the center of the table as the food is being consumed and sits back.
So, any new information while we were out?
Not really. As far as not really. Just mainly stuff and faces, Sans one. And
They've been bugging Cedric here, but you know Cedric.
Right.
Yeah. Granted, any of the leftovers that's from the table that's gone, half of it's in the bag what wasn't eaten.
Did you wrap them, or is they just a cacophony of flavors now?
No, the wraps. And you also notice that most of the, like, napkins that were on the other tables are gone.
I mean, I don't personally mind. I was just curious.
It's all going to the same place.
I mean, some of it's probably a jumble, absolutely, because some of it's been, like, straight up a plate, just... But a lot of the main bits of things is all wrapped up nice.
DM, how is the meat prepared?
It is medium. It's not bad. This is a good, pretty decent place. So
Excellent.
yeah,
But it's not like home.
no.
She just kind of looks very forlornly at the meat and chews on it.
Did you want something else?
No, I don't think they can duplicate what I'm missing.
Oh,
I didn't
Sorry.
see a smoker around anywhere.
what's a smoker?
It's a
It's,
way
To cook the meat.
of preserving meat and
adding
cooking it.
flavor.
Good flavors. Oh, it's so good. You, Petra, come on. They've had some of the vendors there that have had the smoked meats.
They were okay.
And I'll just kind of look at Cattell out of the corner of my eye and just kind of smile slightly. We may not be exactly from the same place, but the same style of cooking is probably carried over.
And where she's from. Now, I'm so hungry for it now. And it's not even my real life.
I know, right? I'm like, oh, now I want roast chicken.
I had smoked chicken today. It was delicious.
So good.
I'm just craving like barbecue in general.
Right.
So we only had a couple of hours before we had to go and meet up with the gentleman who has hired us to get his supplies to Terravale.
Well, it's probably better if we could hurry that along just a
Yeah,
tad.
the sooner we leave.
He said it would only take him a
Better.
couple of hours. It's been a couple hours, so let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do it.
And then I stop and I go, should I go back to the ship and pick up that letter?
No.
Because it's like...
No.
And they haven't told us about what.
I told you that when I came in, that was the first thing I said. I left
No.
a note. Of,
We haven't. Lorna and Patel doesn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
there's
two
a
don't know that.
issue with the captain thing.
Yeah, that's why
oh
Lorna's
my
like,
god, they don't know! They weren't there for that part!
there.
Oh my god! Oh my
Lorna gave you
god!
an opening. She gift wrapped an opening.
I
today.
did.
Holy crap! Oh, I am load!
Exposition right now.
I am
Dodger's
load!
getting there. Dodger's getting there. I think it's all right if you leave the letter because you don't want to raise any suspicion that we don't think that the captain is the captain.
And that's why I look at them, I said, we don't know if the captain's the captain.
Yeah. And we cast exposition for expediting.
No. I was there. I helped pull him up.
Yes, but he was in another spot, and he was on the ground, like, as he
Yeah.
was coming.
Last time I saw the captain, he wasn't dangling from any bits. He was on the ground with the docks on fire.
And the ship was already
He
leaving.
absconded.
So the question now is, did Fisk implement a switch? Is there just confusion, or I look at Cedric. The people on that airship, do they have the ability to change their appearances? Mimic someone else? Would you know?
DM? Would I know that?
No people on that ship? No.
Well, I don't know about like the people that were on that ship. I only knew
Right.
the creatures that they had
Yes.
sent.
Catella's
Are
only
you aware
reaching-
of creatures capable of doing it? Yeah.
Especially the ones that were the purpley kind. Smoky
so
purple
Cedric-
that was after us.
Cedric looks at you and says,
There are creatures that can mimic.
But he actually knew things. He seemed to know Actually, not a lot. I never really spoke with him very much. I know he was
No.
angry about the whole driving the ship thing.
Right, and then the
But-
captain would be. Does that mean if it's somebody else, if there's something else going on, whether Fisk is involved or not?
Well, my thing is, it almost makes sense because of what happened in the alley. Because he said, "Do they suspect?" And he says, "Of course not."
Well,
But-
now we suspect a lot.
Well, that's the thing.
But here's my
was
question.
that even him? That could have been someone that took over and killed Captain Baron for all we know. We don't know.
So is this really the task we should be heading off for, or should we be trying to figure this one out?
I don't know, because if we don't do this, then Fisk could be upset, and I cannot afford a.
But how do we even know this request truly came from Fisk?
I don't know. Well, we knew this before we left Petra.
That's true.
Okay.
But wouldn't Fisk be quite a very
And my whole thing,
excited?
we weren't even supposed to go to Mudstream Mines.
I'm gonna glance around the inn and I want to see if
Yeah, is anyone listening?
specifically the captain, but if anyone
Perception check.
listening.
Can I do that too, since...
Yep.
Oh wait,
Now I see them looking around like,
I'll
do
make
I?
the perception checks. You don't make the perception checks.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'll make
I'm
the
making-
perception checks.
Oh, you're gonna make them? Okay.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
making them?
yeah, he's
okay.
doing them.
Yeah, because then if you know you roll low, you're like going, I don't believe what I believe.
Well, I can. Oh, that was your earlier.
That was me jumping the gun.
Yeah. It's
But now I'm like worried about Sakabi and
Right.
I'm like worried about like what happened with Zeb too, and he's gone. It could have
That
been
might
him.
not have been an
I don't
accident.
know. Maybe
This
he
is
saw
what I get
something.
for dropping an egg.
It was a pretty big egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a
I didn't
little
know
egg.
how
No,
big of an
this
egg
is
this
not an
was.
egg.
I
This
was
is a
just
freaking
told what I
bomb.
saw.
Come on. I'm questioning my existence. No, I'm just kidding.
I also didn't know the major Fisk connections to everyone else. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, here you guys are like wanting to get away from. Like, we work for him. What are you talking about? Come on.
Oh, sorry, Lorna said that, but she didn't really say that. I just happened to have her selected still.
No
oops.
one appears to be listening in on your conversation.
The words from above.
So I think nobody can hear us.
God?
Perhaps, maybe, if we're going to go, let's go before we have any further conversations.
Okay.
And
if we
Lorna has
don't-
grown more and more nervous.
If
She was
we-
already very uncomfortable.
If we don't want to draw attention to ourselves as people who are onto something, we need to act
We
like
need to
we are not any wiser than we
No,
were before.
we're going on our
Yeah.
mission. We're going to Terraville to catch the
Exactly.
train. Let's
Yeah,
go.
feign ignorance gets out a lot.
Keep
of
moving
spots.
forward. Keep moving forward. Let's just go.
I don't need to feign any ignorance. I have no idea what's going on. So,
To be fair, I feel actually the same exact way.
If I
Fair.
hadn't had experience in this situation. We need to get out of here.
Let's go.
We need to
Yeah.
leave.
to
Cedric
the
stands up.
trader guy. We're gonna
Yep. And
get
as
out of
Dod-
town.
Yep. As Dodger stands up, there's a singe spot on his seat from where he got nervous and his body started to heat up.
When I
leaves.
see that,
Yeah.
I look
Like,
at you and I said, "Are you part of Freet?"
DM, remind me, is that the Genasi race? Yes. I think so, yeah.
Okay. And I
I'm a bit of a bastard. I got a free on one side, and I don't know what this world's version of Aarakocra is.
Same thing.
Aarakocra.
Yep.
So yeah, a free and Aarakocra.
have you always only just lived in Petra?
As far as I know,
Okay. And
spent most of my time in the sewers. You wouldn't have seen me.
I'm kind of like, huh.
Tell is just
I'm going.
it towards that shop.
Lorna is following Cattell.
That was more of a walk and talk.
That was a walk and talk, kind of like I'm just like,
We're walking.
okay.
And we're walking.
Would Lorna know what an Ifrit is? Out of curiosity. I feel like she probably would, but up to you.
No.
Okay.
You wouldn't. No, I'm trying like all the places she would have been and things. Like, nah, she never would have bumped into one.
Okay.
Cattell would. There's a free in Anemos.
Yeah. No, I not in a city, but in where she's been the last few years. That's where it was. Okay.
Mm-mm. Definitely not there.
Probably not a fire one, but.
Would Cedric have run into not a fire one, but a different type of one?
Possibly. Yeah. If you've been in a city, chances are high. Further you're away from, because remember, everybody civilization kind of stays in their little pockets because it's very dangerous outside of it. So it's would be very rare to run across anybody if you're in the wilds.
So how do you keep
wasn't trying
clothes from burning? As we're walking, I'm just like, hi.
Carefully. Very, very carefully. It took me a few years to figure that one out.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun time going stalkers in different places when I got nervous or scared or angry.
Okay.
It was a very strange time when I was 10.
Now, for those who know Ifrit, Ifrit are generally have like coal black skin.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't.
I know, but he's got the flame. That's why I was like, are you part of Ifrit?
Right, but he has the flame.
Okay.
And Aarakocra are very heavily populated up in the Anemos region.
Mm-hmm. Natural feathers.
And yeah, they're very bird-like. So
intriguing.
Interesting combination.
Alrighty then.
forbidden love.
Yeah, I don't want to know how that works.
Secret love.
Or born in a house of ill repute. Who knows?
Now,
Stay tuned for Ætherealms After Dark.
To the Red Legend District.
I forgot about that segment.
I know. We haven't done that in a while.
It's been a while.
All right, so we're headed. I'm leading them to where we need to go to meet the guy.
Yes. Not to go through. Yes.
Where is Lorna as we're traveling? Is she near the front or the back?
She followed right after Cattell
Near the front? Okay.
with Wynn on her shoulders.
Got it.
Unless Wynn's decided to try and do something else, but...
No. I mean, sometimes she'll jump off and kind of move along it because she likes to be high and up in open spaces. So she'll sometimes
I was also wondering if she might have jumped onto someone else's shoulders. She's got a few people in this group.
Yeah, but she seems to stay, like right now, seems to be staying close to you. So she'll bebop by you and then she'll move off and kind of stay on the rooftops away from, especially when you get crowded areas and such, she'll kind of get away.
Lorna will definitely glance up after her, wishing she could do the same.
So as you're milling through like the market area stuff and it's really crowded, she kind of skims along the edges of it. And
do we pass by the fortune teller ladies, the parlor?
You can. It's one down one of the streets.
No, I'm just asking if we would pass by it on our way.
Like I said, it's like, you would get to the same destination via that route or other routes.
So it depends on in which direction or
it just depends which way.
Yeah,
all of them. Yeah, they're all kind of funneling in that direction.
If you say the fortune teller, I'm like, yeah, we can sweep by.
No, she does not say it. It's just more if we were walking by, she would definitely kind of try to glance in and see what else is going on there.
It's your call. Because, yes, it's not like it's out of the way.
Yeah, I would kind of walk that direction, just kind of as if it's the meandering way. It also tends to be it was in the core area. I noticed. So
where her place is actually a little bit further down the street from where Trader Place is.
It is, yeah, because I'm looking at the map. Yeah.
Which is where you got to go to get the wagon and stuff.
And
like that anyway. So.
So while we're kind of getting, even if it's while everybody's, she's within view of everyone, so she'll just kind of wander over there and like. She's just as curious if anything else will happen. That's it.
Can I just watch Lorna?
If she's going to check something out, I'm checking it out with her.
God.
So your posse's with you.
Apparently.
Okay, come on, it's
Someone was
me.
being very
It's
adamant
me.
about no one going off alone.
Again, she's in view of everyone. She was
I
not
know, but
trying
if you're checking out something, I'm just gonna check it out too. But that's just me. Come on.
That's Lexi.
That
for
is so
real, yeah.
me. Come on.
Yeah.
I can't not do it.
It's like when the lead dog goes one way and that really curious one has to go with them.
Yeah, they might. Yeah,
Like, what? What is it? What?
I can't
I
help
want to
it.
know.
I can't help it.
My
What's
friend
the-
has a pair of dogs that are like that. One will go up to the window as soon as he's out there. The other one comes. He's like, "What is it? What do you see? What? What are we looking at?" It's hilarious.
I'm that dog, so yes.
What's Dodger doing?
Changed my mind.
Okay. All right, so the three of you, led by Lorna, who's at the lead, head over there to this building, and you see there's a sign that says Madame Zakna's Parlor.
Does that light any light bulb in Catel's head? I don't think she got the name of the lady, but she was suspicious
Yeah,
about
the
her
sign
being
doesn't.
the same person as who Lorna met. Did Lorna ever mention her name?
She
I don't
didn't.
know if she did.
I
don't think she did.
I think I did. I said it was this.
You said a fortune teller, but I don't think you said her
I
name.
might not have said her name, but I mean, you could put two and two together.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, Catel kind of slows down a little bit, like, ah.
Lorna's just gonna pause for just a moment and listen to hear if she hears anything like before. Is the door open or is it shut?
It's open, and you hear some. You hear noise inside, like things being moved about.
Do we want to go get our fortunes told really quick before we go?
No.
No, I think it's okay. We don't.
I like.
No.
Like, does it have the beads? Like I could part and look.
No, well, the door that opens on the street's wide open. There's no beads or anything.
Oh, okay. Because I remember something with beads before.
That's
That was
in the
inside.
inner
That's
door.
further in. Okay. Are you sure?
I sort of already met her. And sort of already got a fortune of sorts.
Was it good?
Ah.
Only reason why I asked that because I was not in the conversation that you went in depth with. That was with her.
That's true.
So.
I got the stagger, and she kind of touches her waist where it is.
Catel kind of holds the necklace in her
And-
pocket, but doesn't say anything.
Supposedly, I'm going to use it to kill him.
Who's him?
Someone.
Who's him? What?
I don't know.
And I don't think I've seen the knife either.
I mean, it's been on my belt. So
Oh, is it? Well, because I know you showed
saw it.
it to
She took it out.
her.
I was
She took it
studying
out
it.
for everybody.
I wasn't
was-
there for that part.
Yeah, no, it was when I was studying it at the table.
Okay.
It was,
okay.
Table,
yeah.
I can't remember.
Um,
We have multiple nights in between these things happening.
This is true. I don't know. I just know.
Well, do you want to ask her a question really quick before we go? Why did we go by this way?
I doubt she didn't give me a straight answer. Trust me. People like her.
Should I go talk to her? I could go talk to her.
I think we should just go.
Lexi, some sound very honest, and in truth they are. But the words...
is Wynn with me at this point? Or is Wynn
Uh,
up in the air?
No, Wynn's not with you.
The words, they don't mean what you think they mean.
But that's a lot of fortune tellers. I mean,
Not exactly. This one, trust me, she sort of...
If this one wanted to meet you, you would have met her by now.
I literally heard her as I walked by.
okay.
She hunted me
distance off.
down outside of the city. At least I think she's.
I know, I'm looking up like,
You met
Wait, what?
while I was outside of the city after everything that happened. An old woman who was very much like the one you described, came and fortune teller stuff happened. It was all cryptic and vague especially because I was just not interested at the time. Not usually interested in that anyway, but she did not have good timing. So, if she had anything for you, Lexi, I think you would have already, or even now, she, I'm sure, knows you're out here. We're out here. We should just go. Did she
have something for you?
Yeah, I was going to have everyone take... Cedric's already looked at it, but you two were gone. I was going to show it to you later and see if you had any insight. But there's not been much of a moment for that.
Well then, if we're not staying here, let's go. You can show us on a ride.
Okay.
Unless there's something else you wanted to ask her, now that you're not in.
No.
I'm thinking I might go in and ask her questions. This lady sounds very intriguing.
I mean, if you're going to go in, just do it now and get it over with. I don't want to stop you from doing what you want to
like a
do.
shot.
I will tell you this. She creeped Wynn out pretty badly. Wynn actually bailed on me.
Like
bolted right out.
I look at Wynn.
Wynn's not around.
Wynn's not around.
Oh, no, she's not there. She just seems like a frail old lady with magic to me.
Well, let's go.
She made a tree move.
I'm assuming since we're there. Did they keep going? The other, you guys all kept going.
You're actually
because we kind of like
going from where the wagon's at, so I guess they're securing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I especially hearing Lorna's already started trying, kind of inching away from.
Well,
it.
I can tell that you guys are both uncomfortable with this, so I'm kind of like, oh, damn it. You guys are no fun.
You're playing it to the character.
That's fair. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I know we need to get out of the city, so gosh, let's just go.
All right.
I'll let you guys lead.
She moved,
and I'm gonna pout.
Yeah, I was hiding behind a tree. I was in the middle of whatever and saw her coming, so I moved myself out of the way and wasn't interested in talking to anybody.
Are they walking and I'm just kind of behind them?
Yeah.
And I go and I turn and I'm going in.
I glance over my shoulder just as I'm about to glance over my shoulder at her.
She's gonna kill me.
You guys are going and I'm just like, I knew once you guys got talking, I'm all like,
your fault. You put a fortune teller in the middle of the city who clearly knows.
I have to. It is totally what I would do. I go in because I want to check it out really quick.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
They're still kind of bickering about the fact that she was outside the walls for some strange reason. They're having that.
I followed a freaking box. Now I gotta go check out the fortune teller. Come on. If you guys think I really wasn't gonna go in.
Oh no, I fully was surprised you waited this long.
Looking over her shoulder.
That's just like when you go, I'm already inside.
She knew.
Lorna notices Qadan.
Should we go after her?
Just wait outside, I guess.
We're the two like petulant kids, like big sisters just waiting outside right now.
All right, you go in inside and you see that it's filled with lots of crates and boxes and such, and there's a man there who's stacking them, and he looks. Can I help you?
Well, one of my friends had been here before, and I just wanted to check it out. Oh wait, did we decide that you did know the name?
It's on the sign out front.
Oh, it is. That's right. I saw it said fortune teller on the front.
No, it said Madame Zaka's parlor.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, one of my friends had spoken with Madame Zaka before, and I just. She seems kind of interesting. I just wanted to see if I could meet her. Or at least check out the place, if you'd let me just walk around.
I'm sorry?
Madame Zaka?
She died a couple months ago.
Wait, what? She was just in here talking to her. Yes, yesterday or the day before.
No, I'm here to box this stuff up. This building's been sold.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. What? So how long ago did she?
A couple months ago. I'm from Petra, so I don't know exactly when.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to disturb you. And I kind of just back out and
And he goes back to his work.
come out, and I'm just like,
Make a perception check.
me?
Yep, a blind perception.
Where are you, abilities?
And if it's like any of the other perceptions, I was gonna say it's
Woo!
like, nothing happens.
Okay.
But this time it did.
Hallelujah.
Usually it's all like, oh, you fail, and it's like, okay, nothing happens.
Like Catel's stalker back in the first session.
Right. It's like, you never know.
That's a story.
Oh, we
Wait,
don't
you got
actually know what
nothing
that
off
was.
of a 24 perception check?
Oh, she does. I'm telling her now.
Okay. I was like,
He was talking to them.
Whispers.
yes, that was terrifying.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, are you typing
Like
it?
our
Like I
first
gotta. I have
session.
to. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, our first
Catel
session,
didn't see something and
Catel had to roll the perception check and didn't. And
Oh, I
roll.
know,
And
it
was like,
drove me
well, okay. And it's like,
nuts.
as we get more of her backstory, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. I've been there.
Okay. Did I see a date? Like recent? Like very recent?
Like today.
Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay.
Are you out
Okay.
of shop yet,
Okay.
or-
Okay. So when I see that, I turn to the guy. Like, did you know her well?
I didn't know her at all.
Okay, so you just when did you get here?
I arrived this morning.
Who sent you? I was like, we were just in here. This doesn't make any sense.
My proprietor.
Oh, who's your proprietor?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't wish to discuss business.
Oh, how gutsy am I gonna be?
Roll for it and find out.
I know. Okay. Where's like? How do you do percentiles?
The little far right one above roll.
Oh, there it is.
Where you see the two die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Was it Fisk? Templeton Fisk?
I'm not familiar with that name.
Oh, I work for him, so just wondering. I know he's from Petra, so that's it.
Quite.
All right. Is there stuff getting sent somewhere, or do we know of any family that
I'm
we
sorry,
could talk
madam.
to?
I'm sure you want discussion, but I'm very, very busy here.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you. Have a good day. And I
Back to it.
turn and walk out. What do I see when I go out? Are they waiting for me all pissed?
Where did Lorna and Catel, how far did they make it? I mean, they stopped
Oh,
when they
we turned around and came back and are literally like standing outside the door
All right, so you see her come
waiting
out.
for
She
our
pauses. She
kid
turns
sister.
in. She says something to them, and then she turns back to you. And then
So-
as she steps out, the door closes.
Good chat?
Or no chat at all. Apparently, Madame Zaka has been dead for a while.
It's ridiculous.
But what's But what's really strange is that the shop has been bought by Templeton Fisk as of today.
So Fisk bought this shop.
Today. There's
And
the
everything's
gentleman
regular.
that was in there was sent by a proprietor, and I asked if it was Templeton Fisk, and he said he could not share that. And all I said was like, oh, well, I work for him, trying to see if I could...
But how did you know that's been bought by Fisk?
I saw the bill of sale when I was walking out on the table. But they said that she's been dead for, what was it, 2 weeks?
Months.
2 months. That she died 2 months ago.
Lorna's gonna shift the knife, the wooden knife that's just been kind of stuck in her belt, so that it's more, I guess, I'm assuming she probably has a cloak she probably wears for traveling or something, just so that it's hidden more tucked behind the rest of her clothing.
I wonder why Fisk would be buying a shop. I mean, I suppose.
Well, and he
could be
bought it
opening up.
today.
Well, we don't know. what
And then the
that
fact that the
means.
person that supposedly that you have spoken with died a couple months ago.
Probably that's not the.
I don't assume it's... I don't know if it's true or not. You both did say that she was a little different.
Oh,
And Wynn
but-
was scared of her. Or of the
Oh.
whole building.
When, to be fair, when kind of just found the whole situation creepy. Not to mention she was saying certain things that Wynn didn't want to listen to at the moment. I think.
Okay. I'm just kind of like walking like, what the hell's going on?
I
To
think
keep us
this is
moving.
Perhaps more inclination that we should be leaving quickly. And maybe keep certain items to ourselves for the moment.
Yeah.
At least until we're out of the city.
All right.
I've never talked to a
Alright.
dead person before.
All right. We're meeting up with the boys. It was the girls and that was the boys.
All right. You get there, they have the wagon secure, it's loaded up, and it's ready to go. And with it, you head off.
Wait.
to
Is there a horse?
Yes, there's a couple horses.
Yeah, I was gonna
y-
say,
y- y-
Patel freaks out.
and
And she's
oh,
just
yeah.
loving
As we're up there, I'm like, I go. Does anyone know how to drive this thing?
I do.
Okay.
She's like up there hugging them.
to be fair,
Rubbing her
honestly,
face on him.
Lorna's not quite as excitable as Cattell is about it, but Lorna's definitely kind of patting them down as well. And then just kind of actually fully notices Cattell's behavior. It's just kind of starts
She is like this
chuckling.
excited puppy who is just, she hasn't seen her best friend in like 50 years.
I think we found our driver.
Aye. I think we have.
I'll climb up into the cart.
Well, I got us food. I got us water. I got us everything to get us there.
Awesome, because I don't think anybody else but me would want to eat what's in my bag after 2 days. So,
The buffet you got rocking in that bag.
yeah, yeah. But he'll still be able to eat it after 5.
Just make sure you eat the meat first. It's going to spoil the fastest.
I mean, that's fair.
And it's going to make you sick if it goes bad.
It wouldn't be the first
Like-
time. And I didn't get sick that bad that time either.
I mean, it's just always better not to be sick, I suppose.
Yeah.
I got an iron forged stomach, it's fine.
We have fresh food.
I've got rations. We're good.
Yeah. You don't need to eat.
We'll eat that today. Okay.
Is there a wooded area where we're going?
Like, and we're just all like having this conversation.
Yeah, we're going.
Cattell's just driving the horses out of town.
So there's actually there's a road that goes to Terravel. So as long as you're on the road, you're good to go.
Guys, we all stop. Wait, which road?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to go that way.
Cedric and Bellamy are just sitting in the back of the wagon. They're not even in the wagon. They're still back at the shop.
Yeah, there's like they're coming out with like another crate.
I get to see Bellamy like going, oh my goodness, what have I got myself into?
He's got like 3 pages of notes. Fortune teller dead, but was alive. And...
You don't know that. You weren't there for that.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, he's still got 3 pages.
But wasn't he?
Or was he? Oh.
Which way is gate 27? There's so many 26s.
Gate 27 is... Oh, is that the Terravel gate?
Yeah.
That's a path. If you look at like the bridge that you cross to get into the city, you'll see it's down.
Yeah, all the 26s are gates that we can't go out of. Those are not used.
You can get on the...
I see it.
Where roads
if you
are.
go out
And
of
it
gate
goes down,
21,
it loops
you can get on
around.
it.
Okay, I see how it goes.
Yep,
So
it
really
descends
anywhere
down.
we could get onto it and then loop
Well,
around down the
You
hills.
get onto it from 21. Because
19?
it's got it... Or 19. Yeah, 19 can get on it. If you want to get cross right over. Oh, yeah. You want to do 19, not 21. 21 goes over.
Yeah, I was like,
Unless you wanna
21
jump
has
it.
a bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, hang on.
That's where Catel's like, watch me what I do with these horses. Let's go!
I'm sure as a child, that was something that she was determined to do.
We can get these horses to fly.
It's probably
Okay.
why she knows how to fix a cart.
So you head...
That tracks.
So you head out of gate 19, out of 19, you head over, cross under the bridge that goes into the city, right by the area, and you see that there is a ton of constables there outside that area that have it, like, and you see there's wagon, they're loading bodies onto it, and apparently there's like a mass murder that took place. And
Yeah, Dodger puts his hood up.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Wrap that blanket around you tightly there, Lorna.
And about the time that you start to make your descent is right there by Catel's Lament.
Every time you say that, the song All By Myself just starts playing.
If that isn't a book title at some point and maybe a coffee shop, I'll be very sad.
Right?
And you wind your way down the side of the canyon wall until eventually you descend there in the floor, where it's actually where the river runs there. It's very probably the most vegetation you have seen in quite some time, except in those little spots you had to stop at for Lorna to get some sort of trees to help seal the side of the ship up, in those little pockets of trees and such that you found within the canyons. This is a very fertile area, and you make your way towards Terravel.
Lorna's
And
going to
that-
hop down and kind of jog next to the cart a little bit, just for a few minutes, just to feel
Be one with the trees.
ground beneath her. That's not
Wind's
uncomfortable.
gliding and jumping between the limbs. She's dove into the river at one point. Yeah.
And probably come up and shaking all the water
Yep.
off on everyone in the cart.
Yep.
Oh, not all my foods! And Dodger's just been snacking the entire time. He hasn't had like a good
She
source
shakes
amount
off.
of food for a long
she flings
time.
water in you, and then she grabs a piece of your food. And then
I was going to say, she's probably diving into the bag to
Yeah.
get food.
and then she,
Offers.
And it's just the one cart, right? The one big
yes, just the one
wind
yes,
carriage
one
thing.
big-
Okay.
What's the speed of the cart?
In
Faster than an African
Warp
swan.
speed.
Yes.
Ludicrous speed.
How fast is the cart?
Yeah, just curious. Is it like walking speed, or is it running speed, or is it?
Well,
It depends on
pace.
Cattell.
Depends on the pace.
Catel's like,
What pace are
woo!
we going at?
I mean, she go regular pace.
But what
I'd
pace
say
does
it's
she
at a
want to
trot,
go?
Probably.
She wants to go
She's-
fast.
Especially now that she's, I mean, it probably took it slow down as you came down the canyon, but now that you're kind of on level ground and opened up, she's probably opened up to a trot maybe. Let the horses stretch their legs.
Cedric's just in the back of the cart, staring at the river.
Kicking his legs around.
All right. we will stop there.
On our way to Terraville.
On the way to Terraville.
Finally!
The questioning of Cedric.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
See
see.
if you guys remember.
We'll
Alrighty.
remember.
Yeah,
Oh.
they remember. They have it in their minds now. All right, great session, everyone. Thank you for those who were watching. Laura, you want to do your shout-outs one more time at the end here?
Yeah, okay, so Ætherealms here every Monday night at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, 7:30. Is it Mountain or Central? Where
Central.
is it? Central Time. And on Fridays, we have the Misfits playing through the Wizards of the Coast stuff. So right now, we're about to go kick Strahd's butt. That is
finale!
6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will not be there next Friday because I'm going somewhere with my friends. But the others will have a lot of fun starting the journey into the end of the Misfits campaign. Check out our TikTok for interactive story stuff. Our Discord is in the chat. You can find all of our VODs for both campaigns on the YouTube. Everything is on our website, lakesidelegends.com. If you want podcasts, you can go listen to the Misfits podcast anywhere there are podcasts. And I believe that is all that I have.
Yay!
All right. Anybody else?
All the
Go
fun
check out Geek Grind Coffee.
Great coffee! Iconic!
Yeah.
Iconic,
Good stuff,
20%
good
off!
stuff.
Come on!
Iconic, 20% off.
Yep.
You know, maybe check out Connor's and I's Twitch streams if we ever decide to stream Rock and Stone and hear us
Yes!
doing.
We should do that on
the other day. I
Saturdays.
was like, why don't we do that? And
Right?
just throw
I don't have a
Creta
capture
and be
card
silly.
for my computer. So we'll have to sort that out
You shouldn't need
later.
a capture card. We'll talk about it. But if we do, you should come hang with us and listen to the best random lines of things such as, you know, just dwarves that are mining things and killing bugs. And it's very random, but we have a lot of fun doing it. And
Oh, it's a
I
blast.
scream a lot because I don't like spiders.
Same.
So,
Same.
you know,
Like a
but-
little girl.
I also try to kill my own teammates with my grenades a lot. They made me the gunner. It's their fault. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Does
Anyway.
anyone want to plug in any social media while we're
I
here?
have it rotating
Yeah.
on there.
Go check out the things.
Yeah, follow
Hey,
us.
it's just triggered right now.
I'll say got
Check stuff.
Instagram, Twitter,
Come hang with us.
TikTok.
All the stuff.
I should
we're
post on
there.
TikTok.
I still think we need a TikTok interpretive dance request.
No?
Yes. I will be working on that.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't get a whole lot of traffic, so whether anyone responds, that's up to you people in the
Yep.
chat and on the stream.
Why
I am
interpretive dance?
Why
not?
interpretive dance?
Hey, I might just start posting on my TikTok about my journey of trying to make dice because this is going to be a disaster.
I just have to figure out
excited for
TikTok.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I do pictures like where they just poof, 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 poof. That's all I can figure out so far. I'll mess with it and try to. I would still do an interpretive dance.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right.
Oh, so
Right.
many things to come. But until then, we will see all of you next Monday
Yes.
at 5:30 Pacific Time, 7:30
Hey,
Central Time,
Hopefully,
6:30
start at
Mountain
7:30. We've been having
8:30 Eastern Time because I can do the time.
yeah,
zone.
because we have our Easterners.
Yes, I can do
I
time
know.
zone.
Yep.
Our sleepy
I am-
Easterners.
I'm-
We are from East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah, we cover it
are.
all.
Cover it all
the
here.
coast, guys.
Yep, so thank you all again, and until next time, we'll see you all again down by the lakeside.
Good night.
Later.
I'll do like two-handed waves.
I did one this time.
Connor's just like, peace.
Goodbye.
Like,